you want to get today, you're going to have to make a decision. Everybody say decide. Decide. Dude, are you guys sleeping today? Say decide. Decide. All right, we're going to have to get fired up today. We're going to have to bring the energy. You don't make good decisions if you have bad energy. Let me explain something. If I'm like this, and Andy's up here teaching, and he's the most fired up sales trainer in the world, and he's giving you everything you need to make a decision to change your life, and you're like, yeah, decide. You're not fired up about your life. You got fucking poopy pants face on. You're like pissed off because maybe your owner made you come or something. Dude, wake up. Are we in the best country in the world? Yeah. Do we have every freaking opportunity to go kill it and create the freedom we want? Yes or no? Yeah. Okay, today is the day. If you decide that you want to change, can you change? Yeah. Can you change just like that?
So that we can have, this day is so that we can have Andy teach us something different. We all know that California right now is struggling in solar, and it's going to end today. We're going to kill it today.
Let's go.
Woo! So pass the mic off to the guys right here.
Guys, so we'll bring Andy out, but Roberto's got such a great heart to really do this for you guys. You guys know what I'm saying? So let's all give it up for Roberto. Give it up for Roberto. And without further ado, let's give it up for Andy. Let's give Andy a little chant. Andy!
And I see a lot of people never get anything new in their life. And for me, at 39 years old, I woke up. Now I want to tell you guys some stuff. Although I'm going to teach you today we're going to call today sales school. Does that make sense? Like truly, how to sell, how to close. We're going to call this the school of selling, okay? It doesn't exist anymore. The art of selling is dead. Nobody believes in it. The reason why we're making so much fucking money, it's insane, it's because I still sell. I still sell. I give, I don't take. The number one rule in sales is to give. And I see a lot of people doing presentations who aren't giving anything, they're taking. And when you start talking in your presentation, the second you meet somebody, I look in your eyes and I can tell you're trying to fucking take something from me. That's why I want nothing to do with you. That's why money doesn't exchange hands with people like this. But where did the leaders go? Where everybody that learned this beautiful art of selling, where did they go? They're dead. All of them are out. So we need to create a new industry. We need to create a new era of killers in which do things differently. Shit that's sustainable, stuff that'll last. You guys want to make money for a couple of years? You want to make money your whole life?
Whole life.
Okay, some of you in here are 20 years old. You're super lucky to be in this room. Some of you are 30, some of you are 40, some of you are 50. Everybody's a different age. Now I want to tell you guys something. You'll notice my wife is here with me because I learned in the early years whenever I wanted to go do big shit and I didn't bring the person that I was living with me, that shit never worked out. Not for long anyways. You understand? Who in here's got somebody at home they care about? Raise your hand. Guys, I want you to understand something. None of your goals will ever work out if the person who's at home isn't a part of your goals. This is sales training 101. I, as a leader and as a manager, do not have more influence with the person that I am coaching or teaching than the person they're sleeping with at home. You guys understand that? Some of you missed that. Some of you in here, you're leaders and you're leading people on your team to do big shit, but you're not including the person that they have at home into their goals. You're not teaching them how to be a good person to lead their house. That's why that person can never change and grow. The person who's at home with that person must be involved in the plan and the goal. Does that make sense? Yep. If I taught you guys how to sell, how to close, how to speak, how to articulate your words, but I didn't show you how to protect your personal life, you're fucked. You're literally a flash in the pan. You know how many solar guys I know, men and women, that have made money in 2022 and they're fucking broke in 2023? 2021 it was easy. 2022 was easy. See, the climate's changed. I don't care how many regulations and rules they put on us. When you got your shit together, you adjust and change because we're always changing. You know, I hear people talking about, California's in trouble, shit's changing. Well, fuck, when has it not changed? Like you got lucky for 2 years. It's always changed. The winters are always changing. You guys need to understand this. What's happening out here is good. The losers get beat, the winners keep changing. I like to weed out the people that got lucky. I do. The people that hung with me for a year, people are like, watch out, that guy's coming up. Once he doesn't have his shit together, I dust his ass the next year when shit changes. He's out. My goal with you guys is that I've played it all. 18 years old, I was a loser. I got into sales. I became a winner very quick. Now, what did a winner mean? I started making money. I want to tell you this, if you make money and you have a shitty personal life, you're not winning. A lot of you in here right now, you wait till you hit your next strike, your next big deal, you make some money, you're not fucking happy. Your life's shit. Look in the mirror. A lot of you guys don't like the way you look. It's the truth. Why the fuck would you give up your health for money? Would that be stupid? Dude, listen to me. If you're not healthy, you're not even going to be alive to use the money. Or you're not even going to have the energy to go do cool shit with the money you're making. You guys feel me? Guys, I speak a language that's called the truth. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of sales trainers dare not enter it. You know why? Because they're afraid to get hated on. Fuck you. Fuck them. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Listen to me. By the way, this isn't sales training. This is called fucking life coaching. We tricked you with the sales training shit. The sales training is actually easy. Once I teach you how to speak, how to talk, how to articulate your words, how to negotiate a deal, you're going to make a lot of money. But the question is, can you make more? Can you go to another level? Can you teach others to do it? I have one goal with you. When I was talking to Roberto about putting on this event, by the way, he paid me a lot of money. He goes, dude, I'm not going to charge a lot to get people in here because I want to give back to my community. I know there's a lot of people that follow you. Our cheapest training program that you can train with us is at least $1,000. He sold tickets for 99 bucks in here. Okay, he lost money to do this, but because he wants to give. Roberto is learning that it's better to give than it is to receive. And if you give a lot, you'll fucking have a lot. Those that give in this world right now have more than they can spend. Money always comes back. You know what it's called? A motherfucking abundance mindset. Okay? And most people in sales don't think that the money's going to come back in. That's why they won't spend it. I will tell you the greatest thing you can ever do is if you go out to dinner with somebody that you love and you care about, if the bill's $2,500 bucks, pay it. Fucking write the check, pay it, and walk out and say, we love you, thank you for spending time with us. That money will come back tomorrow. The moment that it creeps inside of you that this money might not come in, man, if we spend our last $2,500, shut up. Dude, you're letting that shit creep in on your life. Okay? Abundance. This universe will give you whatever you want. It'll give you more than you can imagine, but you gotta give. Okay, so at 18 years old, it was fucking take. Gotta close every son of a bitch that looks at me. Hey, I love that. I still carry that today. The problem is that I would take and I would get what's mine and fuck everybody else who got in my way. That shit is dead. That era is gone. That era is trash. That era will leave you on an island by your own. I know people right now that their team can get recruited like that. You know why? Because their team doesn't want to be with you. Their team is with you because you pay them. And once the money stops, they will leave and go find someone who will pay for them. You know what I learned? People want to be accepted and people want to belong to something. You know what I wanted at 18 years old? I actually wanted this more than to make money. I wanted to belong and be a part of something fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you guys today, number one, I want to recreate you. I want you to reinvent yourself. I want for you to figure out today how to find the holes in your life, how to find the holes in your game, and I want you to have the courage to change. You see, a lot of you in here today are going to shake your head and say, yeah, I need to fix that, yeah, I need to change that, but you'll leave here and you won't change anything. Like, you won't change anything. Sucks, man. Who's in charge of your life? You guys are. It ain't me. Today I'm going to tell you, my wife is always with me, my team is with me. Guys, I don't want to do anything without a team. Why would I want to make a bunch of money and be on my fucking own and be miserable? No ways. I want to have a team. So I would tell you today to become the leader. If you're in this room and you say, well, I don't have a team. You will one day. Wake the fuck up. It's like this. Has anybody ever tried to go to sleep? When you try to go to sleep, what do? You pretend like you're sleeping. Right? You ever lay down, you're like, I'm fucking sleeping. And you're like, not asleep yet? But eventually you'll fucking just go to sleep. Right? Now, I work my ass off so much when I lay down, I just fucking go to sleep. But I had to pretend in the beginning. It's like being a leader. In the beginning, when you're not a leader, you pretend to be one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, like, you're my sales rep, right? Or like, I'm on a team. He's the boss. We all sell together. Now I'm like, man, how you feeling today? Feel good? Let's go sell some shit. I believe in you today. You're going to do big shit. Hey, man, I'm telling you, if you need something, let me know. I don't want anything. You need me to help you close the deal? I'll drive out to the house. I'll help you shut it down. Just know I got your back. I want you to do big shit. What am I doing? Am I splitting these deals? Am I taking your money? Do I want anything? No. Pretending to be the leader. Do I get overrides on them? No, I don't want overrides. You know what I want to be? I want to be a leader one fucking day. One day I want people to want to join me in my team. Now, if I really want to build a real good team one day, won't I need to practice being good to people without anything in return? Dude, if I can affect her life and bring good energy to her, guys, I want to tell you something about being a dad. I'm a dad, I've got my wife, I've got 3 beautiful children at home. You know what the good shit in life is? Bringing good shit to my fucking family. I'm going to tell you guys this, a lot of you, this is crazy. Remember today, there's 2 rules to business. There's 2 rules, and I'm going to cover both of them today. Rule number 1, don't ever let anybody else know your business better than you. You're going to fucking know how to sell solar today like no one else in the fucking country. Number 2, you're going to try to figure out how to kick your own ass. You want someone else to come fucking tear down your empire you're trying to build? Most of you in here, you don't even think like that. That's why they fucking tear it down every time. I want you to think if somebody was going to come in and wheel the Trojan horse into our fucking village, we want to know how they would do it. We want to know what they would be thinking of. We want to find the cracks in our own castle. See, a lot of you, you don't look at your problems. You run around, you don't have enough shit going on, and you look at everybody else's ass all day long, fucking running your mouth and complaining and bitching and talking shit on people. Am I right? Yet your fucking house is a trash can. This is what I want to tell you. Today you're going to become real. Okay? And I want you to understand this. Don't fucking apologize when you change. Be unapologetic for the change you made. See, my wife, she's a certain way, and a lot of people don't like that she's very direct. So when you don't do shit, she'll hit you right in the mouth. When you don't do what you say you're going to do, she'll hit you right in the mouth. And you know what? People, I don't like her. She's a bitch. She's not a bitch. She's the only one trying to hold you fucking accountable to do the shit that you said you wanted to fucking do. I'm sorry that everybody else let you get away with that shit, but we're not everybody fucking else. And we're not going to apologize for hitting you in the mouth either, because you said you wanted to be great, so we're going to fucking believe that you really wanted to do that. You guys get it? See, inside this room today that we're in, I don't care if we're on a stage and there's 10,000 people or there's fucking 200. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is that some of you came in here today and you were like, fuck this, I want to change. You thought you were going to get some sales training, but you can clearly tell already that you're going to get more than sales training. Sales training is easy. Selling is easy. Once you become the motherfucker you need to be, everybody's going to say yes. Everybody's going to buy everything you have because you're going to be somebody that they've never met. Once you can become the most interesting, the most intriguing person in the room, others are going to say, I want what you have. I want to get closer. Sure, I'll do it. Let's go. They don't even care that you're selling solar. They like you so much, they would buy fucking couches off you. They don't give a shit. Now, I need you to understand this. This is the truth, okay? Personal problems kill business. So rule number 1, okay? I started with this. My wife is here with me. She's my battle mate. She's not my wife. She's the one I work out everything with. If you're a team leader in here or you're an individual trying to build your empire in life, the person that you're at home with, okay? If you can share your dreams, if you can share your goals and include them in them. Hey babe, what do you want? I know what I want. I want to be successful. Everybody else says I couldn't, so I'm going to fucking burn their eyes out. Now, I know there's got to be more to that than that because that's not enough for you. That's me. Okay? What do you want? She's like, I want a beautiful place to raise the kids in. I want our kids in a good, safe neighborhood. What's that going to cost? $2 million? All right. When do we want to get it by? Let's set some deadlines. Let's set some goals. Now, babe, you know I'm not the man today to get us a $2 million house. So I'm going to have to change. Will you support me to change? I'm going to need to change physically. I'm going to need to look different. I'm going to need to have more energy. I'm going to have a stronger mindset. How do I get a stronger mindset? Physical, mental, business. I get physically fit, mentally I get stronger, business crushes. By the way, babe, you're going to go with me on this fitness journey. We're going to do this together. You're not going to fucking work out and then she's waiting at home. She's not going to support you. She needs to be a part of the suffering with you. Those that suffer together, stay together. Guys, listen, that's the key. You know why teams aren't as strong as they should be? Because people don't fucking suffer together anymore. You guys come in all day long and all you talk about is quotas and money and work, and nobody grinds together. You want to know how to become the baddest motherfucker in the world? Yes or no? Yeah. Lots of pain over a long period of time. It's a secret. You must choose people to go through this pain with you. And when you can do this, and these people are everywhere. People are always like, I need to find a team. What do you mean? Your fucking team is everywhere. They need to find the leader. Once the leader appears, the team will fucking show up. You know why I use social media? It's very easy. I believe in a certain way, so I post out on social media so I can find the people who believe what I believe. And then that's my team. Does that make sense? You see, it's easy for me to find my community, right? And by the way, if you want to become a badass, you got to build a community, right? Guys, if you want to change your behavior, what do you have to change? The people you're around. Now, some of you, you're at home with somebody, right? And they don't like what you do. They don't like sales. They don't like what you're doing. I'm going to tell you something, and it's very cutthroat and hard. Sales and leadership are the two things that will pay us more money than anything in this world, babe. And by the way, I don't sell anybody. I help people. I have a product. It's called solar. And maybe you have another product one day down the road, but solar, it saves people money and keeps them inflation-proof. I can't imagine not backing this product with all of your fucking heart and being ready to give the world this information that you know. But when you talk to them with a lot of passion. Now, by the way, does your person you know at home, that you're at home with, two things here. Number one, do they know that solar is important? They know that it can save people a lot of money. Do they know that 5 years from now, people are going to be sitting there when they couldn't be able to afford their bills, but because you stepped into the home and helped them make a decision, today they can live and they're good. And these normal people can have an extraordinary life because you stepped in and had them learn about a product that can save their family money. Number one, does your partner know about that shit? By the way, some of you are like, come on, man, I don't believe in solar. Well, get the fuck out of here then. No, like, it's cool, like, because if you're just trying to sell a system, like, listen to me, the client sees it, they understand that you're here for money, and by the way, it's relationships over money. Rule number 101. If you want fucking money, be fucking relational, not transactional. The ones that don't ask for anything, and then they give me something, are my friends now. They're called relationships. Pretty fucking crazy word, isn't it? Isn't it crazy, a lot of you in here, you know, you only have people around you that actually give shit to you, and that actually you don't really care about genuinely having a relationship with. So, with my wife, I would explain to her that my product is good, and number two, I would stop fucking complaining. You know why the person at home honestly doesn't support you? Because of fucking you. You fucked it up. You go home, you're like, babe, fucking closed these 2 deals yesterday, and then guess what? They canceled. I can't believe it. And she's like, oh, I can't believe that. So you just wasted your time? You're like, yeah, I went out, I wasted my time. You know what? Now, of course she doesn't support you. You think she wants you to go hit doors all day today? You think she wants to go chase selling solar all day today? No. You know what you need to do? You need to learn to master your mouth. Rule number 1 about sales. Master your mouth. Everything that comes out of your mouth lets me know exactly how your mindset is. And I hear some of you. And you walk up to me and you tell me how things are hard, things have changed, things are tough. What? What else would you want? You don't think that the guy to the left and the right of you are going to the same kind of shit? You want to fucking dust their ass? You change your perspective. That's a gift. That's an opportunity to excel, knowing that other people are going to go through the same kind of suffering that you are, but you don't overcome it. That shit doesn't bother you. Matter of fact, thank you, God, for that. I'm glad. Now I'm going to go smash some shit. See, because I know there's people that are going to start complaining and whining. So something that I want to tell you is that mastering your mouth, going home at the end of the day, and finding, by the way, when you walk in the door, don't bring leftovers to your family. Okay? Don't fucking walk in, grab a beer, and kick your feet up, and start whining. Walk in the house, someone's there, they've been waiting on you all day long. Boom! Show them some love, man. Baby, we got the best life ever. Damn, life's good. Most of you can't do this. You know why? You can't change. In order for you to be able to do this, you must have an internal fucking perspective, gratitude shift. Do you get the people in sales that are rich are grateful? Yes. They're grateful. Like, dude, like, I'm so grateful. Like, I don't complain about nothing. Dude, I literally walk into every situation saying thank you. Whatever comes my way, thank you. How dangerous would you be if you could see things that way? Guys, rule number 1 to sales, have a great attitude. Okay? Rule number 2, have a delusional belief. Everybody can buy, came to buy, will buy as long as I do my fucking job. Now, by the way, if you have anything else going on in your head, can you have that delusional belief that this deal's going down? When I'm at a table with somebody, when I'm knocking a door, when I'm presenting anything to anyone, including my team, who's about to go out and start selling for the day in a sales meeting, what do you think I'm thinking? Nothing but good shit. Can you guys allow any negative shit into your head? Mediocrity is crawling almost on all of you. I would guarantee that 90% of this room, mediocrity is crawling through your fucking brain. 24 hours a day, 25 hours a day. The devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. He's trying to fuck your shit up right now. I promise you. So here's my goal today. My goal today, mine, and I know that you have a goal when you came in here. I know that today a lot of you hoped something would change. Hope doesn't get you shit. You have to physically change. My goal was to come in here today to break any weakness. To break any weakness that has been causing you, your family, or your team from escalating in happiness, financially. Dude, right now it's never been easier to win. It's fucking easy. Once you build what I'm talking about, it's over. Once you build this, you're going to make some hard decisions. This new you, when you leave today, must be surrounded by people who support this new fucking you. That means you're going to have to get rid of some people. Fast. Yep. Okay? Here's what I'll tell you. The right ones are dying to join you. Brad Lee, one of my brothers, he's a great guy, super fucking cool. He says, stallions don't run with turkeys. He said, I've never seen a pack of stallions running across the prairie and a fucking bunch of turkeys running between their legs. And I want to tell you that some of you in here, you run with stallions and turkeys. Now you may say, yeah, but these turkeys, no they don't. Listen to me, I'm not telling you I don't run with underdogs. Don't mistake turkeys for underdogs. I'm an underdog. Okay? An underdog is somebody that will do what you teach them to do. Have a great mindset. I know that you're not making money today, but you can have the best fucking attitude in the company. You can work the hardest in the company. You can out-care the competition. You can do that shit today with low rev numbers, not setting in appointments and low installments, and you're still allowed to stay around me. Because I know in due time shit's going to change, and that shit is going to click with you. But if you don't have a great attitude, if you're not talking good shit out of your mouth, if you're talking shit behind my back, if you're bringing negative energy, if you're burning fucking matches with me every day, and you're tearing my life down, get lost. See, a lot of you in here, you don't have the courage to get rid of anybody. Okay? And by the way, some of you need to change. What does that mean? Some of you may need to move 30 minutes away from your house right now. It's like, just make a change. Like, I live here, and you're like, shit, I'm stuck. You know what? Sell your home, move 30 minutes away. You'll learn that a 30-minute move, those people that used to be around the shit you used to see, now it's different. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, number 2, you want to change your behaviors. What do you got to do? You got to change proximity of the people that you're around. Number 3, you got to make sure you bring your family with you. We're going to just say that one last time. Make sure that the person that you're at home with, you're making sure that you're including them in the goals that you're setting. Now listen, do you think they understand? In the beginning, no. Over time, will they? Yes. I I will tell you now, if you want to make money for a year, don't take them with you. You'll restart next year. If you want to make money your whole life and for fucking decades and build an empire, you need to go home and bring them with you. Okay? By the way, my children, we take them with us. My wife, also my team. By the way, what is the #1 goal in here as a leader? To be the example. That your #1 goal as a leader is to be the example for other people to look up to for what they wish they could become. And to believe that it is possible. In 3 years, we built a 9-figure business. We are scaling so fucking fast. Why? We don't talk negative. We have brought our families with us. We've built an army. Our army has brought their families with them. We've cut off and killed any toxicness in our life. We've mastered our mouth. We're physically fucking fit. We believe in physical fitness. You will be blown away that the greatest thing that I've told you all day long will be to get in shape. The biggest paradigm shift that I could give you in a 90-day period would be to go physically get in shape. Take it for what it is. I'm just telling you. Once you do that, you're fucking dangerous. What's the greatest investment anybody in this room could ever make?
Yourself.
Yourself. When you wake up every day at 5 a.m. and the first thing you do is put yourself first. Yeah, you could get up and pray to God. You could put Him first. But then you leave the house. Before you invest in her, before you invest in your children, before you invest in your team, before you go sell your clients, you put yourself first. Could you imagine the energy, the mood, the passion, the self-belief you would have if you went, put your phone down, spent an hour in the gym, exercising, sweating, having conversations with yourself about shit that needs to be fucking worked out? But because there's so much noise and everybody's so busy and, you know, we're too tired. Who told you you were too tired? Your weak-ass side did. Dude, you guys need to kill that weak-ass pussy side inside of you that literally is eating your freaking business alive and your family alive. Dude, you guys cannot give in to weakness. I mean, men or women, and I have a raw mouth sometimes. I'm trying to explain this to you. You guys, every one of you, men and women in this room, you make a simple decision today to put yourself first. Now you go back home. Now you see your children. Now you're on fire. Man, look at my kids. Damn, I love you guys. Wake up, Dad's home. Shit, man. When you roll out of bed, do you go and talk to them that way? No, you're all sleepy-headed, tired, dragging your feet, running out of house late. Then you get to work late. Then your sales meeting sucks. Then your boss is telling you to kick ass. Or you don't have a boss. So you're self-sabotaging yourself, your family, your own company, and your income, and yourself. You see how people are getting taken out? And I want to tell you this. In my first day, my manager paged me into the sales tower. I don't know how I got the job. Isn't it crazy? The barrier of entry. Everybody say barrier of entry. Barrier of entry. That's how much it costs to get into a sales job. Fucking zero. Guys, everybody please, I want to explain to you why you want to fall in love with learning. The barrier of entry to become a doctor is about $250,000 in student loan debt you have to pay back. 7 years of going to school, making zero money, and you pay them money. You study like a son of a bitch, you got to make great grades, and then you go to 3 years of residency, which is you make about 60 grand a year for 3 years. After 10 years, you hope you can get the opportunity to open a practice, self-incorporate, make sure you have all the lawyers, continue schooling to make 300 to 400 grand a year. What? Now listen, that sounds fucking amazing, right? Because you're like, I know some doctors that make $1 million. Guys, by the time I was 20 years old, I was making 500 grand a year selling. I'm 44 years old. Okay, now by the way, I want to explain something to you. Whatever you want, you can get. Everybody say, whatever I want, I can get.
Whatever I want, I can get.
day. Do you fucking believe that?
Yes.
Some of you don't. Some of you, you call your shot because it sounds cool. You don't really believe that you can have it. I want to explain something to you. Whatever you're convinced that you can do, you'll do. Your standard that you set on yourself will set and determine how much you make, the team you lead, and the life you live. You guys understand it? What's the most important thing that we paradigm shift in this room today? A standard. Okay? My manager paged me into the sales tower. I sold the car. Okay? He goes, Andy Elliot, sales tower. I walk up. He goes, you know how much money you just made? I said, if I just made $5. I mean, I'm starving. I have no car. I've never had more than $20 in my hand at one time. I don't understand that people in sales can make money. I don't even understand what I'm even doing. I got lucky. He goes, you just made $1,700. I'm like, well, how the fuck does that happen? Like, I'm a loser. My mom left when I was 2. I lived in a trash can house. I literally had a trash can family. My dad was a great guy, but he's called the fucking pushover. He doesn't call his own shots. He's a crowd pleaser. So I've got a crowd pleaser dad who's a great guy and loves me, but he fucking kisses everybody's ass. And I haven't had an example my whole life, and I'm fucking sitting here, and the guy says I just made $1,700. I gotta fucking change. I need to go find some resources that I can learn how to become a different person. I remember looking outside on the lot, and there was about 10, 15 sales guys. I said, I'm fucking these guys up. Listen, I could not at that time, but I was going to. You know the first thing I had to learn to do? Believe in myself. I would tell you, if you're going to take notes in this room, I would tell you the number one skill that you need to learn to do is to believe in yourself. And if you can do that first thing, you'll do the second. You'll fall in love with learning. Because you'll understand when you can learn what other people know and you believe in yourself, you become dangerous. You'll become the most dangerous son of a bitch on this planet. And I will tell you this. If you want your wife to admire you, if you want your team to look up to you, if you want to look in the mirror and like who the fuck you see, you're going to have to believe in yourself 110% of the time. Anybody and everybody that is your enemy will try to convince you not to believe in yourself every day. I have haters. I'm grateful for them. So underneath believe in yourself, I need you to put this down. Do not care what other people think. You cannot care what other people think and believe in yourself at the same time. Physically impossible. Just like it's impossible to have a great attitude and be sad at the same time. You can't do it. You got to choose one or the other. Get depressed or get fired up. You can't live in the middle. You can't please other people and believe in yourself, because when you're going to believe in yourself, that means you're going against the grain of what a lot of people think about you. Okay? If I see you, right? How old are you? 20 years old. Come here. I'm going to grab from you. Okay?
Hold on. Here we go.
Okay. I'm going to use some example. Are you shy?
No.
You're positive?
Yes.
Okay. Are you nervous?
Just a little bit.
Put your hand out like this. Okay? All right, put it down. All right. Now let me ask you a question. Do you like the way you look?
Yes.
Why'd you look down?
I don't know.
Okay.
Thought about it.
Listen, do you like the way you look?
Yes.
That's it. Look at me in the eyes. I'm going to ask you a question. If you believe it, deliver it. Does that make sense? Okay, I want to ask you a question. Was you raised rich?
No.
Okay, do you think people believe that you're going to be rich one day?
Yes.
No, they don't. Nobody fucking believes in you. I'm not being negative. I'm telling you the fucking truth. People are going to tell you that they believe in you. What's your name again?
Martin.
Marian?
Martin.
They're going to say, oh, Martin, we believe in you, buddy. Just keep going to those events. Keep doing it. And once Martin goes to those events and he starts changing, he starts believing differently, he starts being direct with people, he starts attacking life differently, they ain't going to like fucking Martin no more. Because I like Martin when he lays low, when he plays small, and he doesn't cause any fucking problems. But the minute Martin decides he wants to win, you know how your buddies and your coworkers and all that like you right now?
Yes.
Yeah, when you go to change, they're not going to like you no more, Martin. Because they have a fucking limited mindset. They don't have an abundance mindset. And they think when you're fucking killing it, that you're taking their money. This is rule number one when you first start being successful, is when you start making a lot of money, everybody goes from liking you, you're the new guy, to fucking hating you fast. That's why you must not change. That's why no matter what, how much money you make, you're always good to people. Do you feel me? Okay? And I'm telling you, it's coming. Because this is how it's going to happen. I made the decision at 18 to change. Rule number one, I had to believe in myself. Rule number two, I had to stop caring what other people think. You know what happened when I started training all the time and spending all the money that I made on myself and training? I started to get better. The better I got, the more I believed in myself, the more I carried myself differently, the different posture I had. I started exercising. I started taking care of myself. I started speaking differently. My rate of speech started moving faster. That fucking new guy was dead. You know what happened? They didn't like that shit no more. I started to creep up on the board. Okay, once you do that, you know what happens? Now you're the dick. Now you're out there selling shit when they're not, and they're inside talking shit. That's the way it's going to go. Didn't change. I wanted to burn their eyes out with winning, but I never wanted to say anything negatively about anybody. I'm going to tell you what I want from you guys. To be an alpha fucking leader. What does that mean? You're going to do more than anyone else. You're going to crush it. You're going to break fucking records. You're going to smash everything, but you're also going to be loving and teach people along the way. Especially those that are teachable. Okay? And I want to tell you something. At 20 years old, I started making my first 500 grand. I want to explain this. Who's been in the automotive space? Let me raise your hand again. Anybody? One person, two, okay, good, 5 people. All right, so this is what they told me, Martin, that if you're one of the top 1% in the industry, you could make about 100 to 120K a year selling cars. This was in 1999. That's a lot of money back then, isn't it? Well, you know what? I made that my first year because I spent all my money on training. Every dollar I made, I gave it right back to training. My manager, when you start self-investing, everybody's going to tell you, don't do that. You're stupid. Just give it to me, or don't give it to them. You need to be paying off this. Listen to me. You want to have security inside of you? Where it belongs, in here. Listen to me, Martin. You see all these people?
Yes.
Okay. You don't find your security in money, in houses, in cars, or in a relationship. You fucking build it right here. Here. You feel me? So in case it all fucking comes down tomorrow, you can go get it all back. This is why you train. This is why we're doing this. We're doing this so you guys can become unstoppable. Fucking untouchable. Okay? Like you can crush everybody. Now that's my goal with him at 20 years old. Is for him to go all in on him and learn how to speak, how to talk, how to articulate his words, and use his fucking hands. How to believe in himself. How to fall in love with learning. Okay? One of the things that Martin's going to have to learn to do really quick is master a stranger. Also, he's going to have to be the authority while mastering a stranger. He's a small kid, am I right? He's 20 years old. Does he look young? Yeah. Do you guys respect young kids? Do you go to people's doors and knock on it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the homes that he's going to, these doors, these people that own these homes are normally at least 40 years old. Did everybody agree? Yeah. You could be their kid. How is the kid going to go in and coach the parent on how we should spend our money? You're going to have to be really fucking good. You get it? So what I learned is the better I got, the more money I could earn. So I made what they told me I could make. And then you know what I said? I need to find another mentor. I kept outgrowing my mentors. Some of you in here right now, you have outgrown your fucking mentor and you haven't found another one. I'm not asking you to be disrespectful to your mentor. That person is still an important person in your life and a part of your circle. But you got to go to someone else too. You got to go to someone that is going to fucking push you like no one else. Somebody that isn't going to take your bullshit. That's why I walk up to people, I'm like, you're fat. They're like, I can't believe you said that. I'm like, no, it's the truth. You are fat. And I'm not fat shaming you. You don't want to be fat. Do you want your kids to be fucking fat? Do you want them to die of a disease because they're fucking fat too? No, be the fucking example for them then, and you don't be fat, and then they won't either. Clean the shit out of the house so they can't eat it either. You're fucking mad because someone's telling you the truth and you're poisoning your kids? Come on, man. Dude, we got to get around people that tell us the truth. It's going to piss you off. The truth sucks at first, but then it sets you fucking free. Then you're good. Then you guys can have your life you've always wanted. Then you guys can do whatever you want. Dude, you know what I've learned? In order to go to the next level, you've got to run from mediocrity. You've got to run from it. You can't be around anybody. And a lot of you, when I say stuff, you immediately look to the left and to the right. You can't even make your own decisions on what you think about what I say. You'll look to the left, you're like, oh my God, is everybody getting a reaction? What are they saying to this guy? Who's mad? Who's upset? And you fucking feed into that, you're going to get smoked. I'm going to crush your fucking ass. You can't compete with people like us. You'll never become a multimillionaire. You're kidding yourself. You're not capable of doing it because of you. No one else is getting in your way. You can't choose what you want. Guys, listen, you want to have your own life? Make your own decisions, choose your own beliefs, and find out what you think is right. At 20 years old, how did I go to making $500,000? Easy. 19 years old, I found a new mentor. 18 years old, you know who I had? I had a manager that did this to me all day long. Shake my hand. No. Look at me in the eyes. You see as you went down to look at my hand? No, look at me in the eyes. How you doing? Andy Elliot, sir. No. Fucking shake my hand. No. You're good. Like this. Like that's a man. Okay, now follow me. Most people don't know how to shake a hand. Have any of you guys walked around here and shaken some hands? And like someone grabs your fucking hand like this, and you're like, dude, that's not how you shake my hand. Like you fucking put your thumb into my thumb like this. And like we nice to meet you. Hey. So it's nice to meet you. And when I ask you for your name, I don't let go of your hand until you tell me your name. And then once you tell it to me, hey, nice to meet you, I'm Andy Elliot. What's your name?
Alex Bowser.
Alex, nice to meet you, brother. And then I fucking do this one more time. Like it means a lot to me that I got to meet you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Some of you in here, you don't care about this because you don't give a fuck about sales. You have no idea that the way that you shake somebody's hand, the way that you look at them in the eye contact in which you have, and the posture in which you have automatically sells them already, and it doesn't have anything to do with anybody else or anything else you're going to say. That's it. Most people you can tell. I'm going to take. I'm not giving anything. If I was you guys, I'd have shaken every damn hand in this room. I'd have looked in everybody's eye. And if they didn't shake my hand, I'd say, no man, come on, shake my hand, dude. Cool. Andy Elliot, what's your name? Tommy? Nice to meet you, Tommy. Do listen to me. Hey, I don't know where life goes, but I know this face to face, and now that we've met each other, if I can ever do anything for you, you let me know. That doesn't exist anymore. Why the fuck not? That's why everybody's so broke. This is, by the way, you guys are leaders. This is the way that we should be teaching our kids. This is the way that we should be teaching our team. And we should be running our team. These two guys, Ian and Evan Macklin, there's 2 of them in the room. I've got 100 of them back home. I got 2 in the room with me. Did they shake all your hands?
Yeah.
Did most of you in here get to shake their hand? Did they say hi to you?
Yeah.
How was their energy?
Awesome.
Did they have a good attitude?
Oh yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Did they know you? Did they act like they knew you?
Yeah.
Pretty fucking crazy, isn't it? So, as I'm talking to him for a minute, I'm here to tell you, if you're in solar, you should be earning at least $1 million a year. Some of you look at me like I've been fucking lied to. Well, I was lied to too. They told me I could make 120 grand until I met a manager at 19 who told me you can make 225. You know what he said I gotta learn to do? He said you gotta learn to have a little more charisma, Andy. Gotta learn to smile a little bit, you gotta have a little bit of a fucking sense of humor. Okay? And you gotta be really good about building relationships. Fast. You gotta also realize that when you're going to this next level, everybody else is gonna try to get in your fucking head. Everybody believes that you're going to be dangerous, and their goal is to take up space in your head 24/7, 365. Guard your mind with all your fucking might. Every bit of your mind guarded. Hey, I don't need more friends. I need alliances. I need people that can go to war with me. That whole sales team, they fucking hated me. To my face, they said they appreciated me. Behind my back, they said we're gonna take him out. My manager, he believed in me. I found a new mentor. By the way, listen to me. You guys are allowed to have as many mentors as you want. If you have a marriage, you should find somebody who's got a great marriage and learn how they created it. If you want to build a team, find a great leader that builds teams. If you want to learn how to sell, find somebody who's really good at selling and closing. If you want to build a brand, find somebody who's got a badass brand. And if they'll be willing to teach you, pay them whatever it costs. Everybody write this down, super important. Hold on, let me go back to you. What's it going to cost? Everybody write this down. More than you want to pay. What's it going to cost? The life that you're after, the dreams that you fucking promised your family, the lifestyle that you would give them, what is it going to cost you? More than you want to pay. The difference between you and everyone else will be whether you pay it or not. Okay? Guys, I haven't been home in 15 days. I've got 3 beautiful kids at home. Me and my wife love our children. What's it going to cost? More than you want to fucking pay. It's the way it works. I want to explain to you this, that if you want to really build something amazing, you're going to have to sacrifice sometimes. You know what our children know? You might say, oh man, what bad parents, they're not home. Our whole team is with them at home. We've got the best nanny in the history of time that loves them like a second mother. She's there with them. We have all the love and support and homeschool and everything that you could fucking imagine. Our kids are having a party 24/7, 365 while we're away. And you know what they know? They know that me and their mother are out changing people's lives. They know that while we're gone, we're not at work. We're doing something that fulfills our heart and we're giving back. And when they get older, they're going to do the same thing. We explain to them the family core values. Now, our kids are fucking salespeople. You teach yourself and your kids and your children, your wife, everybody around you care about how to sell and close. All of them. If you lose it all today, you can have it all back tomorrow. All of them. You know what this world's missing? People that will stand in their identity. You feel me? What do you want? Write it down on a piece of paper. What the fuck do I want? I want to be in shape. I want to be good to my family. I want to look in the mirror like who I am. I want to be close to God. I want to make a lot of money. I want to lead my team. I want to be the example. Stop! From this day forward, that's who you're going to be. By the way, some of you, you're a little over the top with your passion. Hey, you know what I think the fucking problem is? 2020 COVID hit. People had to wear masks and stand 6 feet apart. Am I right? Were we made for communion in this world and to be close to people? Yes or no?
Yes.
Fucked all that shit up, didn't it? You know what I know? You walk into a gas station now, people are like, can I help you? What do you need? It's like nobody gives a fuck anymore. When I built my brand 3 years ago, you know what we decided? Our magic superpower was going to be energy. How about some passion? Show me a fucking marriage thriving on fire with no passion in it. Show me a bedroom life with no fucking passion in sex. Show me a leader with no passion to fucking build the team. It's all dead. Everyone, show me a worship service where people don't stand up. This is the secret. Outcarry your competition. I do not give a shit. Somebody else went and knocked on, 20 other motherfuckers went and knocked on your door. Was it you?
No.
Did they have your energy?
No.
Do they have your passion? Do they care like you care? Do they believe like you believe? Do they have dreams like you have? Are they loving life like you? Do they believe in solar? Do they understand the benefits of the product? Are they there to give? Are they there to take? They're not you. That's why any fucking door that we go to or anybody that walks into our life, we do whatever we want. Because no one else is us. And I'm here to tell you that when you're trying to create this next level you, each day it's going to get a little stronger. A little stronger, you get a little fucking crazier. And then one day people are like, stop! We don't know who you are anymore. Yeah, me neither. I didn't like that motherfucker anyways. That's why I am who I am today. They'll say, I don't like it. Eat shit. Keep going. Follow me. Hold on. 1 year later, okay? Who in here follows Ed Milet? David Goggins, Russell Brunson, Gary Vee, Andy Frisella, any of these guys? Tim Grover? Have you ever heard of those people? Where could your life be? Where could your life be in 1 year from now? If you were fucking crazy enough to believe. And change. I remember when I started our company, it was the twins, and I used to make them read Tim Grover books. Relentless, Winning. We watched David Goggins 24 hours a day. Literally. Yeah. We wanted to steal the way that they thought. And I would tell them, I say, we're going to steal their minds. We're going to steal it. And we're literally going to alter our identities. Like guys, I need you to understand this. As I'm talking to some of you, in the Bible it says the old is gone, the new has come. When you're ready to change, you kill off the old you. David Goggins said that he turned to Goggins. He was like, David Goggins is weak, but Goggins is like a psychopath. He's the one that can go run 100-mile races. He's the one that can run on broken legs. We create, our mind is so strong. The two greatest things that God ever gave you, and how is this going to relate to selling? God gave you a heart, right? Guys, try to speak with your mouth and not with your heart, you'll close nobody. Okay? Listen, use your heart. Secondly, use your mind. Most people, the move is right in front of their mind, right in front of them, and they can't even see it because they don't use their mind. Why would we want to fall in love with learning? So you're so aware. Okay? But I kept telling them, I said, dude, listen guys, you see these guys? Andy Frisella, Ed Milet, David Goggins, Russell Brunson, which was the advertising, the marketing guy. Listen to this. I didn't even know, I was watching a video my wife showed me in 2020. She grabbed my camera, she pulled it up, and she goes, hey guys, it's Andy Elliot, just say that, Andy. And I'm like, what, you just say like my name and start the video? She's like, yeah, it's like, hey guys, it's Andy. I'm like, I feel stupid. And we're recording it as we're watching this. And I'm watching this, 2-3 years ago, me saying, hey guys, it's Andy. I'm like, hey, this is stupid. And I'm like, it was so embarrassing, like trying to find this next, dude, our social media now hits 150 million views every 28 days. Do you understand? We have a bigger social media platform than any of these influencers that I wanted to be 2.5 years ago. Do you understand this? That literally we paid hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to be close to these guys. And just next week, we'll be speaking on the same stage as them. No, but you can fucking do whatever you want. So my wife, this isn't about me. I want to know and hear who's also want to do some crazy fucking shit. Like as you're listening to me today, this isn't about me. This is about you. This is about you. It's about her. It's about her. It's about you. It's about the motherfucker in the room that nobody believes in you. It's about the 15-year-old sitting here. And the person that's been through divorce. Dude, it's the person that is not close to their kids. Like you want to be. Dude, all that fucking changes now. It's the person that lost their team or they got burned. I have people ask me all the time, I am a great leader. I don't fucking stand firm in that shit. I am a badass motherfucking leader. They say, who is your leader? No one. They fucking lied. They cheated. They fucking stole. So how do I know what a good leader is? The exact opposite of all these things. So if you're in here and you fucking had a shitty ass mom, would you be a fucking piece of shit mom? And say, well, that's just the way I got. My mom was a fucking piece of shit, so I gotta be. No, you'd be a good mom, wouldn't you? That's common sense. So, this closing, I'm gonna tell you what this guy told me when I went to 500K. First of all, I went to 225K, then at 20 years old, I went to 500K. You wanna know the close? Common fucking sense. Common sense. I started to common sense close everybody. That everything that everybody said, my mind was so aware of training. My mind, by the way, everybody say new language.
New language.
In order for you to close bigger deals and be better, you're going to have to learn some new language. You're going to have to learn to pattern interrupt people. Dude, you're going to have to learn when you're talking to people not to break eye contact with them and speak with your heart. Okay? Now listen, you got to get me to say yes, am I right?
Yes.
Do you knock on people's doors?
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to believe you when you knock on my door?
Yes.
Okay, do I need to want to hang out with you when you knock on my door?
Yes.
Okay, do I need to say yes to you quickly to show you that I'm interested in what you're saying so that you can reel me in?
Yes.
Let's practice. Cool? All right, here we go. So, it's me and him. By the way, I don't give a shit what he's going to say. I'm going to give him an opportunity to show me what he's been taught. Does that make sense? Okay, good, love it. When your back's against the wall, you'll always fall to your lowest level of skill. When I push on you, whatever you do at that time is what you know. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, so let me show you examples. Come here. Here we go. So, by the way, you ready? What's your name?
Martin.
Good, speaking of this.
Guys, give it up for Martin. Give it up for Martin.
All right, Martin, what's your full name?
Martin Rumbo.
What's your date of birth?
February 4, 2003.
Okay, what's your address?
4990 Los Serranos Road.
Okay, cool. Hey, don't
Martin, what's your social?
No, listen. Hey, hey. No, right, watch this. What's the ABCs?
Always be closing.
No.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
You don't have birthday song,
I,
man?
J, K.
You don't
Yes.
have birthday song, sing it.
Happy birthday to you.
Alright, now, I'm at the door.
Yeah.
Anything that I'm asking that he's known, he's been able to hit me with it, right? I'm at the door. Ready? Knock, knock. I open it. There you are. Go.
Hi, is this Mr. Elliot?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Martin. I'm with Skyline Sonoma. We're in the area doing two things. So were you the homeowner a few years ago when they switched your old analog electric meter to a new digital one? Like 5-6 years ago?
Was I here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you the homeowner? Okay. So they did that to make sure when renewable energy was available on a bar scale, homeowners like yourself could take advantage of lower rate utilities. So what we're doing is we're actually taking a look at this kilowatt consumption right here, which is on the third page of the Edison bill. All the homeowners going over 400 kilowatts over the 12-month period get to take advantage of our new lower rate program. But off the top of your head, do you know your kilowatt consumption?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
You're not interested, but you're paying that electricity right now, right?
That's right.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're basically taking a look at the kilowatt usage to see if you guys could just pay a lower bill that you're already paying.
Yeah, I appreciate you though. I'm not interested. We're good. Thank you though.
Yeah, we're just trying to run you guys a report to see if we can help you guys save money. Like I'm sure you talked to your neighbor Judy over there using the panels on her roof.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you so much for coming by. We're busy right now.
Well, so you're just planning on paying the 20% rate increases in
All right,
electricity?
time out. Everybody do me a favor, okay? What does friction do?
Make it worse.
Creates distance. Okay? Now, what's the first thing that I asked him, what does he want to do when he knocks on my door? Get me to say yes. Yeah, no, just get me to say yes to anything. Hi, my name's Elliot. Are you the homeowner?
Yes.
Get some fucking yeses.
Okay.
Listen to me. Everybody write this down. And I'm going to train you. Now you're going to be right here with me. A confused mind does nothing. I need everybody to understand this. He's at my door. He's talking about kilowatts. He's talking about energy. He's talking about a bill. He's talking about Judy next door 5-6 years ago. Do I give a shit about any of this?
No.
Listen, I want to explain something to you. I'm going to train for a new guy day one. Is that cool? Okay, I have the gift to gab at this point in my life. I don't need a script. Somebody can hit me with any objection in any industry. I'll bury your ass. I'm good at this shit. He's 20 years old. The homeowner is twice his age. He's obviously young because he's younger in life. He shows up at the door, okay? I need to be bought in on something that he's saying that I'm interested in. All he's doing is giving me information. Shouldn't there be a fucking hook somewhere in which I ask for more information because I'm interested? Do you guys understand that if we're a door-to-door salesperson and we're going in and we don't get anybody interested, are they even hearing our information?
No.
Let me teach you guys how to close anybody. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hook, what's your bait? Hook, I need to know, what bait are you fishing with?
Lower rate.
Whatever it is, get it out fast. Okay, get it out fast. Number one, who are you? Why are you here? Should I be listening to you? Are you a door-to-door salesman? Are you somebody important? Has he identified that he's important? No, I don't know that he's important. Why is he here? Do I need to know what he knows? Is it required for me to know what he knows? Is he pitching me something, or is this important? The way that you speak, the way that you articulate your words, the way that you have the hook coming out the gate. Hook, story. He told me the story, and then there was no hook. Does that make sense? So why did I say I'm not interested? Because I fucking wasn't. He didn't say anything that was even interesting to me. And I'm not being a dick. I'm busy. Why? Because I'm busy for shit that's not as important as what I'm currently doing. Now, if what he was talking about was more important than what I was doing, then I would not be busy. I would be free to continue to hear the story. If you don't hook somebody, there is no story to be told. And so many of us has been trained and taught to go tell the story first, to push through the door and fucking irritate people. Say shit they don't care about, just push through. There's the push through door-to-door sales era. They say, just push through, just push through. They're going to say, no, just push through, just push through. How about with common sense get people interested? Can I ask you a question? Has anybody in a closer here ever showed up to a house and nobody was at the appointment when you got there? You know why? The fucking setter pushed through. The setter set a fucking smoke bullshit appointment and the closer had nothing to show up to because there was no hook. They weren't interested. You know what I'd rather know? I'd rather know that you really don't want to be a part of being inflation-proof and saving money, and it's cool and we won't show up. Like, I would rather know that. I would rather talk to people right out the gate to get people to say yes first. So hook, once we get them hooked, 15, 20 seconds. Story, what's the story? What is it that we're here to do? Make sure that people know that you're important. Make sure that people know your name. People, don't say solar too fast out the gate. Guys, you want to pull the rabbit out of the hat right away? Or you want to fucking get them excited and go, bow! And they're, grab it. Right? Right? Okay, would you guys rather say solar or secondary energy option? Yeah, hey, my name's Andy Elliot, right? What do you do? We run a program with secondary energy options. Oh shit, what the fuck's that? Bitch, I didn't say solar. You know why? Because you don't like the word solar, you've already been pitched solar, so you're not going to identify me up front before I have a chance to build a relationship with you with solar salespeople. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You want to be the top 1% of the world? Here's what you do. Hook, story, build a story, close. What's common sense close people? If this made sense for you to do this, this, and this, you'd want to have all the information, wouldn't you? Yeah, by the way, in the end, it's completely your decision. It would be fair for me to get you that information. Would that be fair? And then in the end, it's your decision? Is that fair? Yeah? Cool. You always pull, would that be fair when you're going in for the close? You don't say, well, if we could save this much money, you'd probably do it. That's the closer's job, not the setter's job. The closer closes on money. The setter should never talk about money. The setter should talk about savings, talk about inflation proof, talk about how life exists, and, can I ask you a question? Is he 20 years old? Do you think that I think that he has a house at home?
No.
No, so he's giving me information on my house, and I know that he doesn't have a house. You guys think that's weird?
Yeah.
How good does he have to be?
Really great.
Okay. You started out, you said, Martin, are you Mr. Elliot? He said, yeah. He said, my name's Martin. You reached out and shook my hand. Don't do that. Stop. When you reach out to grab somebody's hand, what if they don't want to shake it because they just fucking met you? Listen to me. Do you guys want to get fucking rejected? No. Then don't put yourself in a situation to get rejected. I'm not going to reach out and shake his hand until he gives me at least 4 or 5 yeses. I'll be like, that's amazing. By the way, again, name with the face. My name is Martin. What's your name again, sir? Mr. Elliot. Nice to meet you, sir. What am I doing now? Now I'm solidifying this relationship. I've already told him who I am, what I'm here to do, how I'm going to save him money, what this is about. I've given him the story. Bam! Now I'm going to build a relationship. Does that make sense? Everybody understand this? See this fucking handshake? This handshake is very powerful. Once I reach this hand out, we're made for communion. When I reach out and shake your hand, once we do, this is different, isn't it? See? See the way that we feel about each other here? Here. Here. It's different. Once we shake hands, we go to another level in our friendship, in our relationship, in our business. Now we're on another field. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Door-to-door salespeople have all been taught to go to people's houses and talk fucking about Judy 3 houses down, the neighbor down the road. Why? Is Judy real? I know we're painting pictures and telling stories, but do you think they even give a fuck about Judy? No. The more that you believe in what you're saying, the more confident you're going to believe in what you're saying. The competence of him doing his job creates confidence. If I can train him, that I can show him how to go to everybody's door, and 8 out of 10 of them will let him finish his pitch, how confident does he fucking feel to walk to a fucking door? Dude, by the way, he's got to hook people. Okay? So, let's roll through this one more time. I'm going to let a couple of you try me on. Is that cool? Okay? Cool. I'm going to give you one more shot. Ready? Knock, knock, roll.
Hi, how are you doing? Is it Mr. Elliot?
Yes.
How are you doing, sir? My name is Martin. I'm with Skyline. So we're in the area because of all the rate increases in the electricity. So were you the homeowner a few years ago when they switched out your guys' electricity meter? No? Oh, okay, so you guys are newer homeowners.
Sure.
So basically they switched out your meter to the new digital one to make sure when renewable energy was available, you guys could switch to lowering the electricity. So what we're doing is we're taking a look at this electric bill. When you guys are going over 400 kilowatts over a 12-month period, you guys basically get to take advantage of a low rate program. All we need to see is electric bill. Do you guys get it online or in the mail?
Yeah, I'm not interested. We're good.
Oh, you're not interested? We're basically taking a look at your guys' electric bill, so hopefully we can lower your rates, because right now you guys are on medicine, correct? Yes or no?
Okay, all right, hold on. You did a good job, by the way. The fact that he's 20 years old, this is going to change his life, all right? I want someone else who goes door to door, raise your hand right now. Cool, let me grab you. Come on, let's rotate this out with him. Hand him that mic. I'm going to go through 4 people right now.
Give it up for him. Come on, give it up for him. Woo! He said who goes door to door. Some of you guys were like, I don't even have a fucking hand. I don't even know where my hand's at. I don't know.
Julian? All right, you guys ready? All right, so pay attention. Listen to me. By the way, I cover any industry. Okay? We're covering solar because the more appointments we set, the more money we make. Is that right? Yes. Dude, I'll show you guys how to close, but I'm going to tell you this. If we can't set solid appointments where when the closers show up, or if you're a setter closer and they're not going to be there, what does it even matter? Am I right? Okay? When are you going to get me to say yes? At what point are you going to get me on the same page? Okay, listen to me. Here's my deal. Do you guys want to be fucking snipers?
Yes.
Let me explain this to you. There's 2 people in this world with guns. There's those with snipers that fire 1 bullet and kill 1 motherfucker per every bullet shot. There's those that are machine gun sprayers. And they just talk and talk and talk. And I'm not saying that that's what he's doing. Everybody understand this. When we train, my goal is I want you to identify the holes that you have in your game. Does that make sense? Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Your job is to find the holes in your game so that you leave here and don't have any holes. Do I want you to be me?
No.
No. I want you to be you. Julian, I want you to be you. I want when you go to these doors, you're like, this motherfucker's done. Where are we at? Knock, knock. Did they open the door? I'm like, you're the homeowner? If they say yes, it's over. I dare motherfucker to say yes. You say yes, you're the homeowner. I don't care if they're busy. I don't care if they're eating dinner. If they found out and knew what I knew, they would pause everything else and listen. Does that make sense? Dude, Dude, sales reps don't work this way in solar. I can see it in their face. Dude, you want to know how to get rich? You step in my shoes right now, and we're going to step in your customer's shoes. Do you think, before we even go to the door, that your customers want to be inflated? Number one, do you think that your customers believe that inflation is real? Yes or no?
Yes.
Should we ask them?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe they're going to use energy all the days of their life? Electricity. All the shit they're going to use. Do you think they'll ever run their house off candles, or do you think they'll always want energy?
Always.
Do you think they care who they pay?
No.
I mean, do you think they even care? No, they want energy. They want to be inflation-proof. If there was a secondary energy option in which they would qualify for, do you think they'd want to know about it?
Yes.
Dude, tell stories when gas was $1 a gallon, before it went to $6. If somebody would have given you an opportunity to pay $1 a gallon, even when everyone else paid $6 on your neighbors, and you could have stayed at $1, would you have wanted to sign an agreement like that? Would you have wanted somebody to approach you with an opportunity like that? Yes or no?
Yes.
I bet when it was $1 a gallon, if somebody was going to tell you that gas was going to go to $6 a gallon, I bet if they came and knocked on your door, you'd have probably thought it was too good to be true and gas wasn't going to go to $6, wouldn't you? You know what I know? They know we were going to have gas forever. That's why gas, they can raise the prices whatever we want, or we don't get to drive our cars. Secondly, energy. Anything that you're going to use for the rest of your life, can they do with that, whatever they want to do with that, and charge you whatever for it? Yes or no? Yes. They can put prices on food, they can put prices on energy, they can put prices on gas, and you have to pay it or you don't get it. Does that make sense? Okay. Can you go to someone's front door when you believe the way that I'm believing right now, with this attitude, with this energy, with this belief? And Julian, when they come to the door, they're like, what is he so excited about? Like, this guy's at my door. Do you think I'm even thinking about you have been at 20 other people's doors or 200 other people's doors? You're at my fucking door. You know what I've learned? Salespeople get attached to all the hard work, and they're like, I'm going to go out and knock this many doors today, and only this many people are going to be interested. Do you know you're lowering your standards, and you're believing that everybody isn't going to do business with you? Do you understand that that is a form of self-sabotage? Delusional belief. Julian, every house that you go and they open the door and they say they are the homeowner, from now on, 10 out of 10 of them will set an appointment with you to understand how solar works for their house. Does that make sense? Don't ever let anybody fucking talk you out of that. Can he keep this state? If he can, hold on. I made 800 grand a year selling cars my last year. People don't make 800 grand selling cars. I made 2.5 million as a GM. People make 300 grand as GMs. How the fuck did I keep making more than everybody else? This, Julian. This. You keep yourself in a state at all times that you are telling yourself how this shit is going to go down today. I know how my family's going to operate. I know how my team's going to operate. I know that everybody's going to say yes. This is fucking Alcatraz. No one escapes. Everybody's fucking buying today. Everybody's saying yes. Everybody wants what I have. I'm not arrogant. I believe in my shit. I believe in myself. And I love my people. Dude, if you give a shit about your people, would you be an idiot to walk away from their porch without them getting information on solar? Dude, some of you in here, you think this is about a fucking sell? Dude, this is about you being sold that you're being disrespectful to families when you can't present this shit right. You guys get it? You want to know where a vast majority of your wealth's going to come from? Watch. Julian, to persuade, to influence, to paint pictures, to tell stories. You want to get rich? Can you fucking believe, do you believe that everybody in the world that's a homeowner should have solar? Yes. You really believe that? You will use these things with so much passion and so much fucking energy and so much belief that everybody you talk to says, you know what, man? I wasn't going to sit down with you, but I am. I have to. I might say, I'm probably going to guarantee I'm probably going to say no. But I've never seen anybody in my life come like this. I feel like I have to sit down with you or have to sit down with someone to learn more about what you're talking about. Does that make sense? Okay. So when we go to someone's door, how fast do we want to get a yes? Quick. Are you ready? Okay, by the way, do people want you off their front porch? Okay, everybody write this down. So we're going to hijack their brain. Okay, I want you to take notes here. Good job, Julian. Here, let me borrow this for a minute. We're gonna hijack their brain. You guys ready? Here's what we're gonna do. So, I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna do it. You guys ready? Let me tell you how we're gonna fucking set the client up. By the way, listen to me. You don't have to be me. You can create your own shit. You understand? I'm gonna teach you the art of selling, the art of closing. Everybody, write this down. The art of framing. Do you want to frame your people to believe and think the way that you want them to believe and think? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, but if you don't frame them right, will they run their own way? If you don't frame them right, they will. So you're going to frame people how to believe and think. Okay, number one, when we go to their door, we know this. If we don't get a yes quick, we're out. Number two, why? Because we got to get them interested. Okay, that's the whole reason why we don't get yeses just to get yeses. We get the yeses to get them genuinely interested. Also, what do we know? We know they do not want us on their porch for very long. Am I right? What would we do? How would we frame them? Why don't we tell them that we literally are going to be on our way and we're like in 10 seconds we're going to be out? You may say, well, how do I get them to say yes? And also, how do I tell them I'm going to be off the front porch pretty quickly? Do you want someone to tell you they're not interested? I don't. I'm going to hijack your brain. I'm going to tell you that like you don't even have to tell me that you're not interested because I'm like on my way anyways. Does that make sense? Like I'm here, I'm going to get you something, I'm on my way, I'm gone. Right? If you want some more information, I'll be happy to give it to you, but I've got to roll. Why? Because I want them to stop me. Do listen to me. What do girls want? Guys they can't have. What do guys want? Chicks they can't have. What does everybody want? Shit they can't have. When you try to give shit to people, they don't fucking want it. When you bait people and pull it away, like, whoa, 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 time out. Tell me more about that. What if I told you that I could train you to be so fucking good that before you even asked if you'd like to do it, they'd say, hey, time out, how does this work? Can we qualify for this? How can we get this set up? Can I get this? Dude, why has no one explained it to me this way before? Explaining and selling value will be the greatest skill you've ever learned in your life. Paint pictures, tell stories, okay? Influence and persuade. These things, all while explaining value. What is your, by the way, before we go to the front door, is solar good for people?
Yes.
Does everybody need it who owns a home?
Yes.
Okay? Does it matter how it fucking works?
No.
No. Your job isn't to sell how it works. Some of you in here, you know your product knowledge so fucking well, you're broke. You don't know people. People need to look at you and they need to see something that they believe in because they believe in you. When people hear you speak and talk, do you talk, speak, and sound unlike anyone else they've ever heard? Julie, somebody they never even imagined could be at their door. That's who you need to be. By the way, are you friendly as shit, but also carry yourself with authority? Do you have body language? When you knock at their door, guys, I want to explain something to you. There is a closing ratio that I hear people talk about a lot in businesses. And it's like, oh, the closing ratio in our industry is this. If you ever fucking talk about closing ratio around me, do you know who came up with closing ratios? Average fucking people who wanted an excuse why people didn't fucking buy. I refuse to talk about closing ratios with anybody. Are they the homeowner? Okay? Are they answering the fucking door? You should be able to get all the way through. Now, if they can't get approved, that's a whole other story. But I would love to know, I can get anybody through any presentation all the way through the close and have them fucking begging. Can I please can you get us in? Please can you get us in? And then you say, guys, I can't do anything about this. There's another way, maybe we need a cosigner, maybe we need this, I'm not sure, maybe there's nothing I can't do. But I would love to know that that would be the only way someone can tell me no. Does that make sense? Okay. So when I go to your door, you don't say like me, but I'm going to tell you what I would do. Number one, I would knock on your door. The second they open it, I would say, how you doing? And I would say my name. Guys, does your name matter? Do you take pride in your name? Well, then when you say your name like you're somebody important. Some of you shake my hand like your name, like you're fucking nobody. Dude, when you shake my hand, you're like, what's going on? I'm Andy Elliot, man. Nice to meet you, sir. Like, is Andy Elliot somebody? Are you somebody? Say your name like you're somebody. So hi, how you doing? My name's Andy Elliot. I always put my hand on my heart. Why? Because I give a shit about people. My name's Andy Elliot. Our company has been allocated to this area because research shows that in the next 12 to 24 months or 12 to 18 months, you guys pick it. Hi, my name is Andy Elliot. My company has been allocated to this area because research shows in the next 12 to 18 months, utility bills are going to double or triple. I've got 2 quick questions to ask you, then I'll be on my way. Question number 1, where did I tell you I'm going to be? On my fucking way. So I don't even need you to stop me. Because I'm leaving anyways. Am I leaving? I'm not fucking leaving. Remember Wolf on Wall Street? I'm not fucking leaving. You're not fucking leaving. You're going to stay right there on that porch, but you know what you're going to do? Everybody say, disarm.
Disarm.
You're going to fucking empty the bullets out of their gun right there on the fucking front porch for them. You're going to say, hey, my name's Andy Elliot. Our company's been allocated to this area because research shows in the next 12 to 18 months, utility bills are going to double or triple. Got 2 quick questions to ask you, then I'll be on my way. Okay? Question number 1. Am I going?
No. Nope.
No, I'm not fucking going. I'm right here. I just took your gun, grabbed it from you, emptied it upside down, dropped your bullets out, hand you back your gun. You have no more bullets, because now you're going to say I'm busy. I'm interested. I've already told you I'm rolling. What did I do? I bought a little bit more time. Everybody understand this. There's a saying in sales that only the pros understand. It's called earn the right. You must earn the right to ask for the business. You must earn the right for them to trust you. You must earn the right to get a little bit more time. Does that make sense? Now I'm going to ask you a question. If I was to train a sales team right now, how would I train them? Hi sir, my name is Andy Elliot. My company has been allocated to this area because research shows in the next 12 to 18 months, utility bills are going to double or triple. Hold my hands up. I got 2 quick questions to ask you, and then I'll be on my way unless you'd like some additional information. Question number 1. Do you believe that you'll have energy all the days of your life? You see your home is being ran by electricity, your lights, everything. Do you believe you always want to use energy, or do you ever see yourself running your house off candles? Probably not, right? You always want energy. Would you agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
Cool. Question number 2. Do you believe inflation is real? Do you think things are costing more money? Yes or no, Mr. Customer? Yes. Well, since you answered number 1, that you always use energy all the days of your life, and number 2, you believe inflation is real, let me ask you a third question. If your current utility company charged you $5,000 a month and the bill came in for your energy, if you didn't pay it, you would have to run your house off candles, which you said you never did. Since you are the homeowner, if you qualified for a secondary energy option in which it would save you money and would keep you inflation-proof from your bill ever going up, would you want to know about it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Awesome. My name is Andy Elliot. What's your name? Daniel, nice to meet you, sir. My job with ABC Solar is to get the information from the people who have it, which is us, to the people who need it, which is you, the homeowners. And I start my story. Hook. Story. Close. Once I tell the story, your story would be kind of how your solar works, right? What's the story? Can somebody tell it to me? By the way, do you even need to tell them how it works? Can I ask you a question? Should I sell you on the steak, or should I let you smell the steak and smell the sizzle on it? You want the closer to come in and shut them down and keep them fucking hot? Hey, imagine this. If you're looking at a menu and then somebody walks by a steak and it's sizzling and smells good, you're like, I want that. Right? Paint pictures. Tell stories. The story, when I say the story, a lot of you are going to be like, well, you're currently using PG&E, whatever you guys say, whatever energy company it is. And then you say, you know that meter? Well, they switched it out, and they do this. Now you fucking lost me again. Right? I was turned on, now you fucking turned me off again. Do you guys want to turn people on and off, or keep them turned on? Okay. Hook. Hi, my name is Andy. Right? Research shows in the next, our company's been allocated to this area. Why do I say our company's been allocated to this area? I don't say the name of the company. I say allocated. Why? Because your company was specially brought in. Oh no, we've had other people through here. I sure it wasn't our company. I have no idea who's been in here, and I can't speak for other people, but I know this, our company has been allocated specifically to this area because research shows in the next 12 to 18 months utility bills are going to double or triple. Now listen, I've got 2 quick questions to ask you, and then I'm going to be on my way. Okay? Unless you want some additional information, that's up to you. Number 1, you believe you'll want to have energy all the days of your lives. Energy, you believe you'll always use it, yes or no? Yeah, everybody's going to use energy. You wouldn't run your house off candles, so you'll always use energy. Number 2, do you believe inflation is real? Do you think things are costing more money? Do you think stuff's costing more money? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, cool. Well, since you said, everybody say, since you said. Since you said that you'll always use energy until the day you die, and you believe inflation is real, if your current utility company, I know when you bought your house, they didn't give you an option, you just plugged into it. If that utility company said you had to pay $1,000 a month, you'd have to pay it, or you would have to run your house off candles. Do you like to have control of your money? Do you like to make your own decisions? Yes. Well, if you do, if there was a secondary energy option in which you qualified for that could allow you to be inflation-proof and save money, would you want to know about it? Yeah? Cool. Hi, my name is Andy Elliot. Now the relationship physically starts. My name is Andy Elliot. Sir, nice to meet you. Just to put a name with the face. Okay? My job, everybody say my job. My job. My job is to get the information from the people who have it to the people who need it, which is you, the homeowners. Us here at AP Subsea Solar, we've learned that when you bought your house, there was a pretty good chance that there wasn't a secondary energy option in which you were told about that you could use as another option. So my job today is to tell you about this. Let me explain kind of how solar works. Am I going to really explain to you how it works, or will I tell a story? Tell a story. You remember when gas went to $6 a gallon? Remember that? People had a car in their driveway. Well, what happened is, if you bought, do you have a car? I see it right there, you have that car. When you bought your car, there was probably an agreement put in place in which after 60 or 72 months, you would own your car and that'd be the monthly payment. Would you agree? Would you ever drive a car off a car dealership lot if there wasn't an agreement in place and they told you that the payment could change any month? Yes or no? No. You currently are in what's called an unspoken agreement with your current utility company. And since they know you have to have energy all the days of your life, utility spikes are already coming up, but they're about to do this. And when they do that, since everybody in the area is attaching to solar so they can be inflation-proof and save you money, this grid in your area, the reason why our company has been allocated to your area is because there's the grid. The grid in your area will be maxed out and you won't even be able to qualify for solar even if you're a billionaire and you want it. Why? Because when the grid's maxed out, you can't get it. Now you have to pay whatever. And that's not an option, and you didn't buy your home to have other people be in control of your money and make your decisions. This is an opportunity in which you can be inflation-proof, in which what? You can have an agreement put in place which will allow you not to get taken advantage of and to be in control of your energy. And technically, whether it's owning or leasing, at that point, you can say it, but I really wouldn't get into that. That'd be up to the closer. And I would tell them, when gas was $1 a gallon, gas went to $6 a gallon, everybody didn't get to drive their car in their driveway unless they paid the gas station company $6 a gallon. That's why a lot of people had to foreclose on their houses, on their cars and all that stuff, because stuff that they needed to use, they couldn't use it because it was too expensive. Energy is going to be the next big thing going up. It can be any day. Research shows, everybody say research shows. Use this terminology. Research shows what we we've learned. Everybody say what we've learned. I will use two things at all time. Research shows and what we've learned. What we've learned is that any day, who's we? Me! I learned this shit. Do you guys want to be the authority?
Yeah.
Okay, then you have to talk to people and believe. Okay, what we've learned, man, what we've learned, sir, what we've learned, research shows that literally this grid's going to be maxed out at any day, and whenever your utility bill goes out, there's nothing you can do. There's not even another secondary energy option that you can choose from. So what my job is here today is to ensure that you get the information that you need, that you can see what choices are available for you and your family, and then in the end, it's completely your decision. Whatever you decide to do. All I need to do is I need to get a copy of your current utility bill. It's going to take me X amount of hours. Either I will be returning, or one of our solar experts, or one of our trusted advisors, or our secondary energy option experts will be returning out here, and then they'll go over a quick proposal of what this looks like, the money you'll be saving, and to ensure that you're qualified, and then it's completely up to you if you decide to pass go, whatever it is. Our goal is just to ensure that while you have the opportunity to qualify, you actually get what you get the options that you can at least choose from. Is that fair? Guys, if you qualified for options, would you want to see them?
Yes.
Would you want someone else to make up your mind for you, or would you want to make up your own mind?
Make up your own mind.
I've already had someone else come by. I can't speak for that person, but I assure you, if they would have showed you what I have showed you, you guys would have already had solar on your roof. Guaranteed. So I don't know who it was, but it wasn't me, was it? Was it me? Well, if it wasn't me, then it wasn't my information, and it wasn't with our company. Listen, it is amateur hour in the world right now. I'm not afraid to tell somebody that. It is amateur hour. There are a lot of fly-by-night solar companies that are running around, and I have no idea what they're telling people. But our company has been allocated to this area because we know what's going to happen, and our job is to get the information from the people who have it to the people who need it, which is you, the homeowner, and that's my job. And if you look into my eyes, I clearly know something that you need to know. And dude, if you don't get this information, when the bill raises, you're going to be like, dude, what's that guy's number again? And even if you could get it, I can't help you then. All I ask is that you allow me the honor of getting you the information while you can, and then in the end it's your decision. Is that fair? Can I do that? Guys, could anybody tell us no? Could anybody tell us no? No, nobody can tell us no. Somebody say, I'm busy. Most people are busy until they have to be forced to make a decision. Until they have to be forced to make a decision. And then when they want to go make it, the decision can't even be made because they can't even get it's not about qualifying. It's not available. This is something that I assure you, if you don't at least hear what we have and how this works, you literally, this will be the biggest regret you've ever made in your whole life. Especially if it's something you're going to use until you die, which is energy. Now guys, as I talk to you, some of you guys, you're not geeked out about solar. You're not ate up with it. You know what I know? Who else sells something other than solar in the room? Raise your hand. What do you sell? Okay, well, who else? What do you sell? Huh? Life insurance. What else? Somebody give me something. What do you sell?
Furniture.
Furniture. What else? Alarms. What else do you sell? Anybody? Huh? Yeah. Debt. Credit, right? Mortgages. What else? Okay? All right. Guys, it's all the same. Does everybody get it? It's all the same. You said you sell alarms. Is that you? Yep. You sell alarms. Come here real quick. No. Hold on. Give me this insurance guy, too. Give me this insurance guy.
Give it up for him, guys. Give it up for him.
Yeah, come on, listen, hey, my point is that I want everybody to understand this. Common sense. Does that make sense? You guys understand the bait, the hook? You guys understand it now? Okay, when you go to knock on someone's door, are they expecting you to be there? If they're not expecting you to get there, or to be there, if you're not interesting, if you can't get them interested, please tell me your fucking plan. Like somebody, and you know what I hear? I hear a lot of people that have been in this space, shit's changed. Just to let you know, the shit that you're fucking telling your people to do, shit's changed. You know what I know? My people that work for me, I'm gonna tell you what a real leader does, and then I'm gonna move these guys. I give a shit about my team. My job is to always ensure that my team that believes in me gets fucking paid. I see this industry arm their team with the shittiest fucking scripts they've ever had, and we try to train them the way that we've been trained. Shit's changed. You can't teach them the shit that you were fucking taught. You can teach them some of the things like the mindset, the delusional belief, the tonality, the body language, the pattern interrupts. You can teach them that, but the wording has to change because everybody in this industry has been taught the same shit. So somebody tell me if there were 3 teams here and they're all taught the same fucking scripts from the same washed out trainers that were here that aren't selling fucking insurance or solar anymore, they aren't even in the field, they're on the front line anymore. You guys are just running behind each other saying the same shit? No wonder fucking people don't want to talk to you. They're like, dude, I'm sick of solar people coming to my door. You know why? Because they are sick of amateurs coming into the door with nothing to say but fucking rambling on, machine gun spraying, talking about the Judy the neighbor, and they're sick of it. And the first person that can show up and act like an adult and act like the business owner and say, hey, listen to me. I got 2 questions to ask you, then I'm on my way. You can make it whatever you want. But to me, solar is about saving money and being inflation proof and homeowners being in charge of their money. Am I right? Okay, is there a current agreement in place with any utility company right now? No. Dude, is that scary? Like, would it be scary to have a mortgage payment when there's no agreement in place, which the mortgage payment can be double next month? Is that scary? So if somebody came along and said, can I take you and remove you out of a scary situation into a situation in which you could count on? Especially in a time when times are really changing fast? Like, you would say no? Dude, look at your current situation. You don't need to think about anything. Just look at what you currently have now. I bet you'd say, dude, this is scary. And guess what? It's not scary until it is. It's not scary until that first bill comes in when it's tripled. That's what happened to gasoline. You can go back and talk about it. That's what happened to interest rates. 2%, 7. Tell me the shit ain't real. It's real. Gas, $2 to 10. Tell me it ain't real. Someone has to show up and they have to understand the way money works. So I want to explain to everybody in here now. Number 1, you don't need to understand the way solar works. You don't need to understand the way insurance works. You don't need to understand the way fucking alarms work. I mean, I just can't afford it. Like right now, we're barely swinging.
Is it the down payment? Is it the total price? What is it that you can afford?
Well, let's just talk about the $65.
Yeah. Well, check this out, man. We have a promotion going on, and if I leave today and you don't sign up with me, you don't have to purchase everything. Right? I'm here because we have a promotion. I can set you guys up with no upfront cost. So if you can't afford it with no money down and no upfront cost, you probably won't be able to afford it anyway.
Hector, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Who all lives here?
You, your mom.
No. I'm going to grab a pen and piece of paper. Hector, what's your wife's name?
Oh, Olga.
Olga.
Yeah.
How long have you been together?
25 years.
And I know if something happened to her, who knows what happened. Am I right?
Correct.
25 years is a long time.
Yes.
Okay, she's probably supported you, been by your side your whole life. She's everything. How many children do you guys have living here?
2.
You have 2. What are their names?
Hector.
Hector?
And Jeanette.
And Jeanette. I'm going to ask you a simple question. How I know, Hector, whether an alarm system is right for you or not is simple. And we'll answer it now. If something were to happen to Olga, if something were to happen to Jeanette, or something were to happen to Hector, somebody broke in the middle of the night, and you could have prevented this with an alarm for $65, there would be a massive amount of regret. Would you agree?
I agree.
So if you had to write a check right now, get your checkbook out, write a check for what your family's safety was worth. Olga, Jeanette, and Hector. You probably couldn't write the check, could you?
I could not.
But if you could, would have to be at least worth $65. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Write the check. What did I do? Number one, I wrote down.
Who doesn't have an alarm in their house? Raise your hand. Leads everywhere. Leads everywhere.
Have to take them all back. Listen. Number one, I wrote down the names of his children and his wife. See, the art of selling. Yeah, but it's the art. Guys, listen, you know what I know? Listen, you guys ready for this? I have been made fun of. I have been called a fool. I have been laughed at as I laughed my fucking way to the bank. Because I became obsessed with selling. I see people that sit here and you're like, this is stupid. You're fucking stupid. Matter of fact, the fact that you've been working since you're 16 years old and you're fucking 36, you've been working for 20 fucking years and you've got $20,000 saved up, who's the fucking idiot? Who's managed to save $1,000 a year over 20 fucking years? Who's the idiot? That's what I want to call you out on. Okay? You've been working your whole life. How's that working out for you? How much money do you got saved? Is your shit liquid? If you were to die today, some other man got to move into the fucking house and take care of the family because you were a joke your whole life and you had broke arrogance? I don't need this shit. Of course you don't. Stay fucking broke. Okay? Dude, listen to me. You guys, all of you in here, I'm guessing, has made your family a promise that you would give them a certain lifestyle if they'd support you in this fucking sales game. Am I right? Yeah. Well, how do you fucking hold up to that promise? And I'm not talking about fucking debt. I'm not talking about, oh, my wife's got a badass car. It's finance, motherfucker. Okay, it's finance. You're barely hanging on. And guess what? I'm going to ask a simple question. If you got hurt, you had to shut down, do you have enough money in the bank to run you guys in that lifestyle for at least one fucking year? 1 year, the same life you have now? Most of you in here don't. You know what? That's a problem. You know what? You're the problem. You're also the solution. You're the solution. Today, we own shit. Today, listen, I'm going to explain this to you. All I am is a presenter. I don't want to be a public speaker. I am a speaker face to face, one-on-one. I'm with you, you're with me, you're the most important person to me in the world, you're the center of my universe. When I sit down, Hector, and I'm at a kitchen table, or I'm at a front door, everybody get this. That person, that family, that client, it's the center of my fucking universe. I don't give a shit about nothing else. My phone ain't fucking vibrating, I ain't even looking at it. Dude, listen to me. Kobe Bryant got in the fucking zone. When I read the book Relentless, I understood what I did in sales. They talked about Kobe would be on an away court, okay? He'd be taking shots, him and Michael Jordan, the whole fucking audience, 50,000 people booing in their faces. Boo! Boo! You think they gave a shit? Swish. Shit, I don't even hear you. I'm gonna tell you guys something. This game that I play, I'm obsessed. I'm fucking obsessed. And I want you guys to be obsessed. You know what I want? I want you guys all to understand this. When you start learning how to articulate your words different than anyone else they've ever heard. Guys, do you think families, husbands, wives, people in general are really getting a lot of attention in life and being treated good? No. Do you think that a husband really treats his wife really fucking good most of the time? Do you think she has a friend that really shows her a lot of attention? Do you think that that person feels fucking important most of the time during the day? No. No, nobody makes people feel important anymore. Tony Robbins, he says, what's the thing people want to feel most? Important and significant. They want to feel welcome. They want to feel a part of something. They want to feel fucking needed. Can you guys do that when you're selling? Yeah. Could you imagine what your life would look like if you could stop getting fucking distracted? I watch so many of you in here. I've seen a lot of you on your phones, and you know, I haven't fucked with anybody. I'm praying that you're taking notes. But there's a good chance you're really not. You're fucking lost again? You can't even pay attention for 2 motherfucking hours. So crazy, man. No wonder your fucking families won't fucking support you. You don't fucking want it. You say you want it, you don't want it. You know why I know? Because you don't. Because if you fucking wanted it, you would already have it. Every one of you in here that wanted to be your kid's hero, you'd already fucking be it. If you really wanted it. If you wanted your wife to admire you or your husband, they already would, because it would be fucking important to you. You haven't made a decision to want it enough. So, before we go to lunch, I want to say this. There's this thing that I live by, and it's called obsession. And I want to tell you how obsession is created. By total immersion. Okay? Everybody do me a favor. Take your pen, take a piece of paper. I want you to write down what you want. You can't write down more than 5 things. I want you to write down. I'm going to get you after lunch. Hector, love you, buddy. Good job. Here, go and have a seat. Everybody write this down. 5 things before we go to lunch. What do you want? Everybody write this down. What do you want? I want 5 things. What do you want? What does that mean? That means if you say you want it, okay, what's it going to cost? More than you want to pay. Am I right? Come on, write it down. Let's see if some of you guys got the courage to write shit down. Okay, got about 30 more seconds. Just write it down. 5 things. 5 things. And I'm going to tell you, let me tell you how you're going to get it. And by the way, listen to me. There's a good chance that a lot of you in here won't write anything down, because you never do. No. And you're going to get mad at me, but I don't have to go home and live in your life. I don't have to go home and live in your life. You may know who Richard Branson is? Yeah, just got off an island with him for a week with Brad Lee. You may know who Brad Lee is? Muscle Keaton, you may know who he is? Run with him and listen to him? Maybe not, it's cool. Okay? Private jet, you know what a private jet cost? From here to Necker Island? $150,000. Some of you guys will make 150 grand a year. Private jet. 7 hours there, 7 hours back, $150,000. Listen to me. You're leaving so much motherfucking money on the table, you should be fucking disgusted. You should be disgusted. This world is full of amateurs out there. You should be disgusted. And all you gotta do is fucking wake up. You find an excuse every fucking time somebody tries to tell you to level up. Today's the day you change. Today's the day you change, man. All of you guys in here today, every single one of you, man or woman, young or old, today you make the decision to change. Dude, go get what's yours. Dude, the founders, the people that fucking created this great life, they all died so we could get here. Now we get to come in and take it. What? It ain't never been easier. COVID was the great reset. It reset everybody. Dude, some of you right now, you're using your brain, it's making you fucking sleepy. You know why? You're dying to get on your fucking phone again. You know what makes me sick? And it should make you fucking sick? You don't laugh with your team, you don't laugh with your kids, you don't laugh with your family. But you'll turn on fucking social media and you'll fucking laugh away. The funny thing is, at the end of your life, God's going to show you your replay of your life, and you're going to wish you had another fucking chance. You watched everyone else live a badass motherfucking life while you watched through a fucking phone, and you didn't go get what was yours. I swear to God, it's fucking happening. In this room, 95% of you will do that. Who's the fucking 5% that won't? That has the courage to change? That said, fuck this, man. That's the fucking truth. Remember, the truth sucks. A lot of pain. What does that mean? Pain to say no to shit that you want. I want to get on my phone too. It's not fucking good for me. Okay? Who's married? Okay, you're married? Okay? Huh? Engaged? You think there's hotter chicks than her out there? Yeah. You made a commitment, right? What happens when one of those fucking badass chicks comes along and it's fucking attractive? Are you gonna go? Okay. Most do. They fuck up their whole life. This phone, If you guys will self-invest in yourself in the next year, if you'll go fucking hard as hell, if you'll surround yourself with people that push you, tell you the truth, and try to beat your ass, and whatever you wrote down on that piece of paper that's important to you, you'll go get, and you'll stay the fuck off this thing, except for about 20 minutes a day to follow the people that you love, the people that you're watching, the people that you want to chase. Hey, I'm chasing some motherfuckers. 20 minutes, I can see all I want to see. The other 23 hours and 40 minutes, I'm setting fucking traps in this sucker. This is my tool. I'm not the tool. This is my tool. Technology's a gift, not a fucking curse. People say this thing's a curse. No, only if you're fucking weak. You feel me? I see so many people bite on the shit, but guess what? You don't laugh with your family, but you'll get in here and you'll laugh all fucking day. Some of you are looking at me, you got tired eyes, you're all fucking like this and shit. Fucking you're like barely, some of you, I was talking, you're sitting there like this. And your eyes are resting, you know why? Because, but if I was saying, hey man, you know what? You need to wake up here. Go and play with your phone for a minute. You'd be like, oh shit. Yeah. Oh, look at him having a good fucking time. Oh, my buddy's got a Ferrari, so I'm fucking broke. Am I right? When are you guys going to make the fucking news? When are you guys going to start making it instead of watching it? Does that make sense? Now, what did I say? Step one was you got to believe, right? Do you believe you guys can have everything you want? Yes or no?
Yes.
Number two, do you give a shit what other people think about you?
No.
Listen, don't fucking say you do or say you don't and then you do. You have to decide right now. You're going to pursue and chase whatever you want, you're going to get it. Now lastly, I don't know what you wrote down, but I'm going to give you some stuff that's important to me. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about something. God, health, marriage. God is very important to me. It's everything to me. Without God, I'm fucked. God is what keeps me grateful. Health. Health is everything. Try going to get anything when you're not healthy. Bradley always says, if I give you $10 million but you couldn't wake up tomorrow, would you take it? Fuck no. So your health is more important than money. Yeah, well you don't act like it is. Okay? Health. Marriage, super important. If you're going to be with somebody, guys, that person, that's your fucking battle mate, that's your queen, that's your king, you fucking ride or die with them. It's you and them against the world. Swear to God. Kids, listen dude, you want to be the fucking example for them. We need more winners. We need more leaders, okay? Dude, if you don't take care of your kids, you're going to fucking regret it. Team leader. My team's everything to me. I love my fucking team more than anything. I got to make sure that I'm constantly holding myself accountable to be the example for that team. You know what that means? Doing shit I don't want to fucking do. And you know how winners are made? By doing shit that fucking people don't want to do. That's what a winner is. Okay? Financially free. That universe is so giving. It will pay you guys more than you can ever imagine. I swear it. You have to make a decision right now in your head that money is easy to make. Becoming who you're supposed to become is what's fucking hard. Once you can become that, how fast can you change? I want to know who the fastest motherfucking changing person is in this room. I want to know the person that can self-correct is forever wealthy. Who can self-correct in their life? Who in here has sat here and you've seen a couple things, you know you need to change, and you say, I'm fucking correcting that today. Okay? Become a new person. Total recreation. Totally reinvent yourself. Brainwash yourself to believe that you are someone else and you will become someone else. Dude, listen. You own you. Your mind is ready to change. It will do whatever you want it to do. I promise you. You know why I know? Because I'm doing it. This is the hack. You want the cheat code? You want the shortcut? Listen, you want to really become a fucking billionaire? More pain, longer periods of time. You want to get in great shape? More pain, longer periods of time. You want to have a good relationship with your wife? More pain. That means every day figuring out how you guys can be closer for longer periods of time. It's the only way shit might happen. That's it. More pain. The reason why some of you in here will never have what you want is because you won't bet on you. You'll fucking go to the mall and you'll spend $1,000 on you, but you won't spend $1,000 on you. When somebody says this is what it will cost for your new life, you say, oh. It's a little more than I was wanting to pay. It always will be. Everything here is what's important to me. You guys feel me? Did some of you guys write some stuff down like this? Okay, I think we're all on the same page. Would you guys agree?
Yes.
Anybody write down anything differently? Most of you wrote down stuff just like this. Am I right?
Yep.
Maybe a little different. Are we all the same? You guys got different language. Some of you in here, I want to tell you something, and then I'm gonna say one more thing before we go to lunch. Some of you, you're going to be identical to me in 6 months. Some of you are. Some of you are like, I wouldn't be like him. Once you fucking seen the life that I see now, you'd be just like me. Once you see the life I can give my family, you'd be fucking just like me. You're not like me yet because you haven't got to see what I've seen. You wake the fuck up right now and you surround yourself by people that will push you, tell you the truth, talk to you often, teach you a new way of thinking, study, work on skill stack new skills. Dude, you guys will see life on a different level. And by the way, you know who will benefit from it? You, of course. But all the people that you love, they're going to get it. And to me, that's the good shit in life. And people say that like I'm a cult leader, right? Because I tell people like culture is everything. Really? I just want you guys to go get everything the fuck that you ever wanted. And I will brainwash you to do it. You know why? Because until I brainwashed myself that I wasn't who I fucking used to be, this life wasn't accessible to me. A lot of you, I see you sitting here with me, okay? And I will guarantee in 90 days from now, you'll look different, you'll sound different, you'll believe different. You'll be leading, opportunities will fucking come to you that you never believed could happen for someone like you. You'll have things that will just appear in front of your face and you'll be like, my God, is this real? Yeah. You think that every badass motherfucker in the world is looking for another badass motherfucker to run with? Yeah. They're looking for you. And if you need people, there's fucking people that want to fucking grow right now. They're looking for fucking leaders like you guys to wake the fuck up so they can go join you. You feel me? So anyways, this is important to me. Look, I put this up here at the top. Everybody do me a favor. You see this? Everybody scan this real quick. Just scan this. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to do something with me. Now listen to me. Remember what I told you guys? Most people don't have the fucking courage to do it. Now some of you, this is what I'll tell you. Some of you, watch this. Winston, how much money have you spent with us in the last 60 days? $60,000. You said $60,000. Dude, everybody say abundance mindset.
Abundance mindset.
Are you fucking kidding me? You know what happens? When I was younger, me and my wife, we've been together 17 years. We took the family out to dinner. You know how much the bill was? $10,000. We didn't have the fucking money to buy $10,000 fucking dinner. You know what we did? We wanted to have the life to be able to buy $10,000 fucking dinners. So we said, we'll pay for it. We're good. You know why? Because we knew that was going to come back in. We knew. We believed. And dude, so much the next week, that money came back in. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, some of you, you're so attached to money. That's why you can never have any. You're so attached to this small-ass mindset. That's why you can't have any. It doesn't recognize you. Tim Grover says in the book Relentless, winning doesn't recognize you. Doesn't recognize you. Tim Grover was Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan's coach. You know what Tim Grover said? Next week he's going to be with me in freaking Salt Lake City. The next week he's going to be with me in Cancun. The next week he's going to be with me in Scottsdale. 2.5 fucking years ago I was reading his books. Now I've got 3 events with him this month. Tell me shit can't fucking change. You know what he said though? Listen. He said that there was these other basketball players that wanted to be coached like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. We don't know their names. Because he didn't name them in the fucking book. You know why he didn't name them? Because after fucking practice, you know what he said? You gotta get in the ice bath. You know what they said? We don't want to get in the ice bath. He's too fucking cold. He goes, here's your check back, get the fuck out of here. This is Attack Academy. If you want to be the greatest, they already have the best NBA coaches. They paid to have another coach. You guys go to leave here. This 3 years from now, 2 years, 1 year from now, you want to build this shit to all be fucking killing it here, but also, you guys want to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm fucking pouring value into you that's fucking priceless right now. Priceless. But here's what I'll tell you. It's not enough just now. Can you go to the gym one time and get in great shape?
No.
Yeah. That's why you're going to buy this. When you fucking leave here, you're going to train every motherfucking day with me. You're going to train on skill set, mindset, habits, speaking. You're going to learn on word tracks. You're going to be on the Monday calls with me. You're going to be on the call on Tuesday with the twins. I'll teach you guys how to build your brand. You can ask any question you want. I'll help you guys every step of the way. You know what that's fucking worth? Priceless. I can't give you a price. I could charge you $100 million because it could make you that. It's $997 and you're going to come out and train with me. And also, listen to me. Who in here is going to make a commitment to start getting in shape from now on? I'm going to make everybody, who's on my fitness program in here? Raise your hand. Nobody? Fucking looks like it. I'm just kidding, that was a joke. That was a joke. I'm going to tell you guys something. I have a badass fitness program, and I'll make a deal with everybody in here. Who wants to make a deal? Raise your hand. Listen, who wants to get in great fucking shape? I'll make a deal with you guys. My trainer that trains all of our guys in our fitness company, I have Elliot Army Fitness. He trained The Rock. You know The Rock?
Yeah.
Zac Efron. Remember the transformation he made? Remember we went from being a little kid to a fucking savage? He trained him. I'll give everybody 120 days for free on my fitness program. Here's my point. You want to totally change your fucking entire life, inside and out. Every area, everybody that does this right now, here's the goal. Twins, here's what we're going to do. Everybody who buys it, I'll have an email triggered after it, and I'll add this. That for the next 128 days, you guys will be inside our fitness program. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'll fucking shred you down. You'll be on our weekly Zoom calls. We'll write out your diet, how you're going to eat, how you're going to work out, and everything. Now, if this doesn't make you do something, here's what I'm going to tell you. Stay the fucking same. But I love Roberto. Roberto is amazing. The fact that he put this on, he paid me way more money. And you know what he said? He said, I want to find a way to bring my community together, people who are in sales. And by the way, he's a fucking badass. The way he cares about his people is unreal. It's amazing. If I didn't work for me, I'd fucking work for him. Because he's a badass. But here's what I'll tell you is this. In 120 days from now, you guys will all be earning a fuck ton of money. You'll be killing it. If the value you got right now, you want to stay in, I would tell you to buy this. So who in here is going to do this? Raise your hand. It's cool. Everybody that does it, I want you to buy it right now. We're going to go to lunch. Roberto, how are we going to lunch? What are we doing?
Lunch is in the back.
Oh. But it goes this way?
This way.
This way? Okay. Here's what I want everybody to do. Everybody that's just going to go eat, most people do. They make excuses like, I don't have time. Of course you don't.
Show me your employees. Can you do that right now?
What?
Can you show me a process and structure that a real sales organization should have? Can you guys? Yep. Doesn't count because your leaders are not here. The main owners are not here. Main owners are not here. Can you do that? Can you show me that you can turn around and sell your fucking company for what it's worth? Can you do that? No? I think that's another different lesson that we should touch on the next time we come back. Because I do see and I hear a lot of questions about how we build a 140-man sales company within a year of starting our industry and becoming a multi-million-dollar sales organization. And if I ask you guys, how do you guys track your deals? I guarantee you most of you guys depend on your install partners, right? Yes or no? What do they block you? They block you guys' ass. What do? You panic. Because you don't have a real fucking business. And that's the reality. And you guys all need to start taking a little bit more fucking serious. This is why you're playing in a house of cards. This is why everything that fucking Andy says is 100% true. None of you guys have a real fucking business. None. But it's because most of us don't come from that background. Right? Whose parents are rich here? Rich? Yeah?
Parents?
Most of us aren't, right? Most of us aren't. So nobody really taught us how to take care of our money. Nobody really taught us how to reinvest back into our business. Nobody taught us about what profit margins, what type of key metrics we should have to be able to sell our business if we wanted to. We wanted to exit. Can anybody fucking exit right now? Can anybody exit their fucking sales organization? You can exit and sell it? Nope. I'm talking about exiting and selling your business. Can you do it? See what I'm talking about? See what Andy's talking about House of Cards? Most of the time, who's the leader? Raise your hand if you're a leader and you brought your team. You guys are also the fucking secretaries. Yes or no?
Counselor.
That's the truth. Secretary, man, and I did it for the longest time. Somebody told me that. You're also, yeah, you're the owner, you're also the secretary. And I was like, holy shit. I gotta run a real business. And the key word of the year for me and my wife's dilemma was real business. That's all. Every time we said we need to refocus, the word was real business. That's it. So then when we started saying that, we started to integrate things that real companies do. Like pipeline management, CRMs, support, sales training. What happens when my Licata's working? I've been in the shoes. I don't want to fucking answer a call at 6 p.m. that says, they missed my site survey. Right? Because then it fucks up our swag. We're out working. So what must you do to be able to do that? To be able to get rid of that, but also provide the support.
Get a real business.
Have a real fucking business. That's all I wanted to tell you guys, because I know they have a system. They'll teach you how to run a business. We've done it. Now we vertically integrated to be able to install our own stuff, and we're focusing on the install side now. We're a sales org by heart. I'm all about sales. I take care of all my people. Tulema will tell you. Roberto probably cares more about his salespeople than the install company. Because I know that she cares more about the install company than the sales. That's why it's such a great team. So if I can tell you guys something, if I could give you something, is walk away today with the mindset of I want to build a real business, real structure, something that I can exit, something that I can sell, something that's tangible. And it's not a house of cards. All right? So I'm going to hand the mic over. He's going to power through the next 30 fucking minutes, guys.
Percent to earn in the solar industry. What do you think they make a year? Top 1%. As a salesperson.
Over $1 million.
1 million. Okay? So, what do you earn? A lot of you won't write this down because it isn't anywhere near that. And this is a problem people don't like to face. So what I would do if I personally wanted to, I could earn the top 1% in any industry. How would I do it? Number one, image. I would make sure that I looked like I was the best in that industry, number one, okay? Some of you guys need to put some muscle on, some of you guys need to lean down, some of you women need to get in great shape, some of you guys, just everybody in here needs to make sure that the way that you look is the best in your industry. So we call that image. Everybody needs to have 3 types of coaches or one coach that does everything. Number one, somebody that makes sure that your image is on point. Okay, so that's one. Number 2, speaking. Listen, if I pull you up here right now and I say, hey, sell me this, close me on that, shouldn't you be able to do that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be weird to walk into a McDonald's and be like, hey, you flip burgers, right? Yeah, okay, cool, flip burgers for me. And they're like, I feel weird, I don't know how to do it, or they weren't good at it. You'd be like, the fuck? How long you worked here? They're like, 2 years. You know what I learned about sales? Most salespeople work their first year to learn enough to make the money that they're currently making, and then slowly, gradually can make a little bit more, but most of the time never really grow out of that. Why? Because they only trained their first year, and then they stopped. The greatest advice that I could ever give you, number one, your image. Number two, speaking. And I would honestly, there's lots of different number threes, but to me, number three is have the mindset of like, you're never good enough, but you always think you're the best. Isn't it crazy the hardest fucking workers and the greatest earners, they never think they're doing enough? But yet the ones that don't make shit think they're giving too much. It's always the ones not earning a lot that are always bitching. It's the ones that aren't earning enough that are always afraid to spend money on themselves. It's just funny. Anyways, I always tell you guys that the ones in here that are earning the most money, the craziest thing is they're actually the most they're the most disappointed in themselves at all times. I take shit really personal. I take everything in my business personal. I want everybody to understand this. So when I see people spend money, whether it's 99 bucks, you got a free ticket, you took your time to come out here, whether you spend a couple $100 or $1,000 to come to an event. You know, I see you guys come out here and I know that you guys want something, or you guys are hoping something's gonna change. And dude, like, so many of you will leave and you won't change. So I would tell you, if I could just give you some quick advice in these next 30 minutes. Number one, your image. The way that you look like you're the top 1% in your industry, whether you are or you're not. Look disciplined. Look on point. Look like you care about yourself. I can't see you or anyone else believing that you're going to care about them if you don't care about yourself. Okay? I see people with wrinkly clothes, dirty ass shoes. And you know what I hear? Well, especially in the solar industry, it's like a lot of the solar guys look like kids. Do you want to look like a kid? Do you think people spend more money when you look like a kid? And you say, well, it's hot as fuck out here. Who gives a shit? Look elite. Look great. Look professional. Dude, who do you want to be? Not who is everyone else. You know what I know? In 1999, when I started selling cars, everybody else wore polos, and I wore a suit. You know, I got fucking made fun of every day for wearing a suit. You know how hot I was in that suit? I was hot as hell. You know, I had sweat running all over me. My customers never doubted that I was giving my best. Okay? So I want to tell you, 19 wore suit, 20 wore suit. Top guys making 100, I'm making 500 or 600. Give me a fucking break. I need some of you to realize the reason why you're not making what it is that you want to make is because you keep looking at everybody else instead of doing the right thing. And really, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you, remember I said common sense closes people? Right? Common sense. Number one, have a great image. Number two, be a great speaker. Half of you in here, you can't fucking speak. You walk up to me, you don't even look at me in the eyes when you're talking to me. A lot of you go to somebody's door or you just talk on the phone. You don't sound like you believe in what you're saying. They know, right? Dude, you're the bomb. And by the way, listen, hey, I want to tell you this. Remember, what is your superpower? Your fucking person at home with you, right? Okay? Guys, in here right now, can your women cut your fucking legs off and make you feel like shit? Yes or no? Can they also build you up and make you feel like a killer? What does any man want in his life? For his wife to say, I'm proud of you. Thank you for taking care of us. That's all we want. We don't even want the fucking money. You know what we want? We just want to be appreciated. That's all we want. Dude, I'm telling you, what do you think your wife wants? To be number one. She wants to be fucking number one. When she's number one, she'll let you go do whatever you want. She's not number one, she's going to make your life hell. Okay, and I've learned this shit. But you know why? Because I want a great business and I want my wife to be proud of me. And you know what? Me and my wife do everything together. And people also get sick of me talking about my wife. Okay? So fucking funny, man. The people that are the worst, remember that? Top 1% in your industry earns $1 million. You know what these motherfuckers have? They have their shit together. Their home lives are on point. It's funny, you always see them out with their fucking wives or husbands having a good time and shit, fucking laughing, playing, good shit, surrounded by good people. How? Because they execute, they take action to get around good shit. Now listen, everybody write this down quickly. Tonality. Tonality will be one of the most important things that you ever have in your life. I promise 80% of what you say, people think that, oh man, this guy's got killer ass word tracks. Yeah, dude, but the way he says it, the way she says it is why the word track works. Your tonality, the way that you can pause and pattern interrupt and slow down when it's needed, that's the good shit. That's why you guys got to continually stay around people that are really good at selling, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how you can take a joke and one person can say it, it's not funny, but then another motherfucker can say it and everybody's laughing? But it's the same fucking joke? That's like selling. It's tonality. So I would tell you your word tracks are important, but dude, the way that you say it is even more important. Okay? Write down body language. This is a big one. A lot of you in here, your body language sucks. Posture. Your posture. Okay. Can you get anybody to do what you want them to do? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you can. All right, cool. So, how long have you been selling?
6 months.
Cool. How long have you been selling? Year and a half. How long have you been selling? Okay. How long have you been selling? How long have you been selling?
12 years.
Come here. Okay. All right, listen. So here's what I want to do. I'm just going to hit her with, this is a word track game. Are you guys ready? Okay. Face-to-face selling. Do you guys think that she'd get me to shake her hand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Cool, let's see. Hey, so do you sell solar?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be like this. Hey, I really appreciate all the information you gave me. Okay, thank you. I'm going to grab another mic. Can I get one? Yeah, let me give her a mic just so you guys can hear her. And by the way, this is how I train. Do you guys want to make people good? Yes or no?
Yes.
You train like this.
Yep.
If you train any other way but with pressure, you're not fucking training. Like, let's be clear, you're not training. And if people get nervous, you know why? They're nervous because they don't have a good leader that puts pressure on them that allows them to get good under pressure. Dude, when your back's against the wall, you'll become your best. So what do we want to do when we're training people? Pin their fucking back against the wall the whole time we're training them. Am I right? By the way, when people get up here and they're training, right? Like my man that was over here, what's your name again? Julian, what was it you told me after you got up here? You go, once I got up here, I feel like I'm not scared anymore. No, like that's how we should train. Managers and leaders that don't fucking train people on the spot aren't really training their people. This is the only way I train. So, and by the way, if she fucks up, how much money does it cost her? Nothing. How much better does she get by doing this? A lot. Okay? So like never ever not train like this. Okay, so it's simple. So she just gave me a presentation, all the numbers, and I'm like, hey, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Or, you know, like, let's get back with me tomorrow. Go.
Okay. We're calling you Andy, correct?
Yep.
Okay, Andy. So let me just ask you one question really quick. What's going to change for you between now and tomorrow when it comes to going solar?
I just want to process it.
You want to process it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what part of it do you think you need to sleep on?
Just process all of it.
Okay. Do you agree with me that we're going to be paying for power for the rest of our lives?
Sure.
And historically speaking, we've never seen the rate of energy decrease, correct?
Right.
Okay. Last time your utility bill went up, did they give you any notice at all, or did you just open up a bill one day?
Just open it.
Okay, so let's say your power bill comes in the mail tomorrow, right? And it's $110 more than it was last time. And you know that you could have taken a step 24 hours ago to become independent of that. What would your thought process be?
No, I believe in everything you're saying. I just think that tomorrow I'll be ready to do this. It's all new information to me. Today's the first day that I've learned about this.
Okay.
So.
Would you agree that we all want to save money in our lifetimes?
Sure.
And could you agree that there's money in the past that you could have saved that you didn't?
Yeah, and I'm not saying I don't want to do this. I'm just saying tomorrow will be better.
Okay, I understand. So why wouldn't you want to start saving money today, just out of curiosity?
Just so I can process it.
Okay, and what part do you need to think about exactly?
Just doing this like it's all new information.
Okay, cool. So how much research, just out of curiosity, last question, I promise, how much research did you do when, or how long did it take you to process when you started your power agreement with, let's say, Edison? Did you have to think about turning your power on, or did when you moved in the house, you just called them and signed up?
Yeah, we just turned it on.
Okay, so we didn't do a lot of thinking about that one, right? Did they tell you what you were gonna be paying over the course of the next 25 years?
No.
You just kind of signed up, said, here, take my money and charge me what you will?
Sure.
Okay, so you kind of see the difference between solar power and the utility?
Okay, so watch. She's doing a good job. By the way, everybody give it up for her. Okay. So number one, I was talking about body language. Am I right? At some point in time, you're going to have to move somebody from here to here. Does that make sense? So we can use word tracks, we can use tonality, we can use body language. Okay, what happens when I take my hand? At some point in time, there has to be a close. Am I right? I mean, so with that being said, it sounds like when you plugged into your last energy company, one you're currently using right now, that we believe isn't going to be good for you in the long run, you didn't do much research there, right?
Correct.
So if we found something better, I mean, anything that should be done today should be put off for tomorrow. Would you agree?
Exactly.
Cool, so let's go ahead and take her. You see how I got her hand? I can make her grab my hand. At some point, she should have went in face to face. There's two things. Number one, we're always going to grab a pen, piece of paper, we're going to write down a whiteboard. I want to get back with you and do it tomorrow. Hey, I totally understand. Look, we know what today's going to look like, and if tomorrow didn't come, we know what the rest of your life's going to look like with the current utility company you have now. All that I did is that I've given you something truly to think about. Number one, not in an agreement. Now you actually have an agreement. Over here, you're not inflation proof. Over here, you could be inflation proof. Over here, you're going to own your own system. Over here, you'll never own your own system. Like, all I'm going to do is walk you down this with pros and cons, and in the end, you just choose the life that you would want. It's that simple. By the way, there's so many applications, so you're going to go into sense of urgency. There's so many applications that are being put in right now. Even if you did shake my hand right now, there's not a guarantee that I can get you in on this side of the deadline. There's a good chance that tomorrow, because it's happened before, that I'll have to call you and say, hey, your home did qualify, but the grid's maxed out, so at this point I can't do anything. If something changes, I'll let you know. By the way, if you knew that your life could be different, that you could save money, if it all black and white made sense and there was an agreement in place which guaranteed you that you would save it, and there was no risk to be taken, matter of fact, the biggest risk is not doing anything at all, wouldn't we want to do that? Yes, and anything that should be done today shouldn't be put off for tomorrow. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up today. Thank you very much. And I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to keep putting it in her chest like this. Watch. Tonality. Body language. See this hand? Once she grabs it, it's over. Okay, so I learned like little word tracks. Like anything that should be done today should be put off for tomorrow. You agree? And you do this with your hand, and you do this with your head, and they go, yeah. Once they do, you just stick your hand like that. See, you guys are awesome. Go ahead and sign right here. I'm going to go ahead and get some preliminary things taken care of. I really appreciate you. The only regret you're going to have is that you guys didn't do this a year ago. Okay? That's going to be awesome. And then I'm just going to move through. Listen, people can see your face. They can see your eyes. You know why I train like this? I train like this, and I look for things. I want you guys to look at me. Tell me what I do. What I do?
Swallow.
I swallow.
Clear your ears and then do your eyebrows.
That's it. I swallow. I watch people, when it comes down to the money, start to behave a little differently. You know what I've learned? I think salespeople are more attached to price and doing things today than clients are. I think salespeople are more attached to money than the clients are. And I think salespeople get weird when it comes to doing stuff today and asking for the money today and the money. You're the one causing the problem. Does that make sense? Is $100,000 a lot of money? No. But why, when some of you ask for money, does it seem like you're concerned? Your face is so transparent. Everything that you're concerned about, everything that you're worried about, you fucked that deal up, not them. When you first came to the home, you were ultra confident about they need to do this, they need to do this. Then as the money gets closer, you move in for the contract or the commitment, what happens? People start to change. They notice that your state starts to decrease. Plus, if she tells me no, well, should my state increase or decrease or stay the same? It should increase. It should increase. Listen, hey, I totally understand. Listen, I promise you this. My father, everybody say paint pictures, tell stories. When somebody's unsure, what are you going to do? You're going to third party close them. What's your name again?
Layla.
Layla, number one, I totally understand. Listen, I haven't told you why I got into solar. My father, the greatest skeptic of all time, salespeople. My father one day had somebody knock at the door. What am I doing? Painting a picture. And there was a sales rep that came to the door and told my father about solar. Now my dad, he never listened to anybody. For an hour straight, I watched my dad try to poke holes in solar with this young man. And as I sit back and I watched, my dad reached across the table and shook his hand. I remember as I was younger, my dad told me, he goes, hey, there's some things in life, son, that aren't too good to be true. And when these things come across, you grab them fast. And solar was one of those things. And I remember that I'm not a salesperson. I've never sold a thing in my life. When I watched this young man help my father allow us to save money, be inflation-proof, get our own solar system, I watched how much money it saved my dad, and I watched my dad believe in something for the very first time. And I decided, whenever I got a job, that I was going to do something that I believed in. And I believe in my family, I believe in my ethics and our core value and the culture of our family, which we hate salespeople. My dad never got sold anything. A young man helped my father make a decision that will continue to save our family money for a very long time. And as I saw my dad for an hour straight try to poke holes in this solar game, and it's even better now than it was then. As I'm sitting here in front of you today, I'm not asking you to make a decision or to buy anything or to be sold on anything. All I'm asking you to do is do what's right. If you could be inflation-proof and save money, would it be the right thing to do? Would it be the right thing to do to put an agreement in place in which protected your family to save money? Or should you stay contract-free and just whatever happens, happens? I'm going to ask you one last question. And then let's make a decision on whether solar's right for you. Is that fair? If your kids were going to cross the road and you knew that it was wrong for them to cross and you knew it was bad for them, would you pressure them not to cross? I'm telling you right now, there was a grid, there was a deadline in which it will be maxed out very soon. And homeowners like you that could have saved thousands won't have the opportunity to participate and save the money. If you want to be inflation-proof and you want to save money, you're always going to pay a utility bill, and I know you don't care who you pay it to. You want to pay it to the one that has the best interest in your favor. Change. Do what's right. I'll draw up the paperwork. Let me get you in on the side of the deadline. Just do what's right. And you take your hand and you put it right in their chest, and you shake your head up and down, and you look at them, and you believe, and they will do business with you. The day of face-to-face or even on the phone selling doesn't exist anymore. Today, I'm in here trying to spend just a little bit of time with you guys on the art of selling. Now, what I want you to do is that when I told you no, you went and you ran every line that you could with me. Here's what I want you to do. When you're at the closing table and you're going to shut a deal down, you've already explained your presentation on why they should do this. Am I right?
Yes.
So once they say no, should we resell or should we go to third-party closing and start explaining how, hey, listen, a lot of people, they think that this is too good to be true. Because we've always been taught if it's too good to be true, it has to be. But you know what I've learned? It's not always that way. I want to tell you a story about my father or about a good friend of mine. This friend of mine couldn't be sold anything. And guess what? I just made that story up. But I said for an hour straight, this person tried to poke holes in this game. And they couldn't. They were the biggest skeptic of all time, but there was no hole to be found. Because all it does is help people. You know what I want you to do today? Now watch how I rewrap her. You know what I want you to do today? I just want you to do what's right. I didn't say I want you to do the deal. I said I just want you to do what's right. You guys feel me? Those are fucking powerful words, aren't they? Now, when you're sitting across the kitchen table and it's me and you, right? To me, I'm always gonna make sure that when I present, I'm right here. Some of you in this room, you don't do this every time. How you do something is how you do everything. Anytime you're in a presentation, you say something, is it Layla?
Yes.
I'll say, hey Layla, now at this point, I've drawn up a proposal of what this is going to look like. I kind of want to go over this with you. I know that you're probably going to want to interrupt me because you'll have some questions. Would it be okay if I slide around this side of the table, just so if you had some questions, you could point it out and interrupt me? Would that be okay?
Sure thing.
What did I do? Just got permission to move in. Hey Layla, at this point in time, I put together a proposal of all the facts and figures so you can truly see what this opportunity is going to look like. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I know that you're going to want to interrupt me as I go through this because there's quite a few questions you have. Would it be okay for me to get permission to slide around the table while I go over this with you? In case you have questions, you could point it out to me. Would that be fair? Would that be okay? Yes. What am I doing now? Move. Watch. Knee to knee. If my knee's close to her and I can put my arm around her like this, I'm gonna fucking shut her down. She can't escape. I will close her no matter what. Now when I'm going over it with her, we've moved from a stance from here to here. Now this is me versus you, our information, your thinking versus mine, to now we're just going to do what's right. That's it. All we're going to do is do what's right. And hey, listen, I want to tell you something. If we find out today that this doesn't save you money, you won't even have to tell me no. I'll walk out on my own. I would never expect anybody to do business with me if it didn't benefit them and their family. I need to be concrete, crystal clear. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm either here to help you save money or I'll leave on my own. Is that fair? What kind of credibility does it give you when you tell somebody that I'm not here to sell you anything, I'm here to help you save money, and if any point in time as I'm presenting these numbers, I find out, not you, I find out that I can't save you money, I'll get up and walk out on my own. So, if you see me get up and walk out and you're like, where's he going? It means that I found that I can't save you any money, so I'm not going to ask you to do anything. I'll shake your hand and I'll wipe my feet off and tell you guys thank you so much for your time, and I will leave. Is that fair? What would happen when you disarm people that way? So now I've already taken that off the table. So when I am saving them money, I said, remember, I already told you that I would leave, right? However, look at the buckets of money we just found. What would this look like 10, 15, 20 years from now? What would this look like? I mean, your guys' goal is to paint pictures, tell stories, and obviously sell differently than anybody. Now listen to me. If you're taking notes, Layla, thank you. You're the best. Did that? Okay. This is how we train. You see this whiteboard? Okay? When you're in a negotiation state, anytime you're in a seated position, everything is written. Okay? When I'm sitting down with you and I'm knee to knee and I'm going over this with you, I will always have a blank piece of paper. I will always have a spiral notebook. I do not give a shit about iPads. I do not care about pieces of paper that your company prints out. Don't give a shit. I'm going to have a blank piece of paper. I will always say, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I'm going to explain to you, this is what your life looks like now. This is what your life would look like had you said, let's go. We're going to review the two, and in the end, it's your decision. We're going to go through the benefits and the features and the pros and the cons, and then you're going to see directly, side by side, if this product is right for you. Okay? Now, most of my clients that have homes like yours, that have lifestyles like yours, that use the amount of energy that you use, they've come out saving a lot of money. I hope that that's the case with you. And if it is, we'll celebrate and we'll get you set up. But if we find out together that it's not, let's shake hands, let's high five, let's be friends for life, and I'm happy to walk out. Is that fair? Yeah. What is that doing? That's framing. Am I right? Yeah. Guys, some of you in here, the reason why you don't close how you should, Number one, you don't fucking work hard. A lot of you in here, you don't work. You say you work, but you don't fucking work. You're fucking lazy. Second thing, and that's number one, a lot of you are fucking lazy as shit in here. Truth. Number two, when you do what you do, the reason why you don't work hard is because you're really not that fucking good yet. Dude, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you were really good at fighting, wouldn't you want to fight all the time? Dude, when you become really good at selling, you want to sell all the fucking time. You want someone to be in front of you all hours of the day. You know what I found? The top salespeople, the reason why they separate themselves from the bottom salespeople is they put themselves in more positions to score more often because they've trained harder, they're better, they believe in themselves more, they want to get on the phone more, they want to get in front of people more because they know they can close them. But then the people that don't want to work hard, they know they're not very good, they're trying to avoid rejection, and that's the reason why they don't try. They literally will go out and say, oh, I worked my ass off today. You didn't fucking work shit. You're lazy. I wish we could put a monitor on you and literally just fucking watch you. And a lot of you know, like, you don't work for shit. So, guys, these rooms, while we put them together, cover the last 5 minutes. Okay? These rooms, while we put them together, is listen, everybody's selling everybody. You're selling your kids to choose you as their hero. You're selling your wife to fall more in love with you every day, or if you're not, she's falling out of love with you. We'll see how that works. Also, your team. You're constantly inspiring your team and reminding them about the commitment they made to you, and also the one that you made to them. Also, when you do that, how attractive and sexy is that for more teams to come and want to join you? You know what I've learned? I've learned we're powerful when we're training because we find alliances. You know what's cool about this room? I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but there's a lot of you that are in this room that want to take your life to another level or your business to another level, and someone in this room could probably help you do it. It could be a partnership. It could be that's your fucking number two you've been looking for, but you don't fucking know that. You don't shake anybody's hand because you're a dick. You walk around here, you think it's all about fucking you, and that's the reason why you don't have nothing. I will tell you, the greatest secret in life is to be kind to everybody, shake everybody's hand. You never know in this room who's going to be your next right-hand man. You never know in this room who's going to be your next team leader. You know? And you never know in this room who's the next motherfucking overcomer that's about to go do some big dog shit, because I fucking sat in chairs just like this. In 2019, when I started my business, I fucking sat in a chair. I wanted to start my business, and I remember thinking, man, I want to do something, and some guy told me how to fucking do it. You know what I started doing? Watch this. Getting uncomfortable. I shook every motherfucker's hand in the room. You know what they said? Do something that makes you uncomfortable. You know what mine was? Shaking people's hand that I have no interest in shaking their hand. I don't understand. Why would I shake your hand? Because that guy lives over there and I'm fucking over here. So why would I want to even know him? Dude, it's 2023. It's about relationships. You have no idea. You don't think that motherfucker can move from there to there? Are you stupid? You know how many of you in here would move for the right opportunity? All of you would. You would pack your fucking shit and move. You're so small thinking. I want you guys to remember this. Next time you go to get something to eat, that person that served you, that could be the leader of your fucking company. Okay? Next time you go to the store, person that checks you out might be the best fucking receptionist you've ever had at your company, and they're looking for a change, and if you were nice enough, you'd probably find them. I promise you when I tell you guys this, the difference between rich people and poor people is resourcefulness. It's your resources. And that's why I want to tell you that as I see some of you guys in this room today, I see some of you that are ready for 2.0 fucking out. So it's like, there's Andy, and I'm going to Andy 4.0 now. Like I've recreated about 4 times now, and I'm ready for the fucking next one. Okay? And this next one, I promise you, Nobody's gonna fucking forget me. By the way, my wife's doing the same thing, my team's doing the same thing. We're all doing the same shit together. I want the next time I see some of you guys, I want you to be on fire. You know what I want? I want you guys to fall in love with being fucking really kind and nice to people. But also, we're gonna make a rule in this room. If you wanna really get a life that you want, you're gonna need to not walk around on eggshells around people. You need to be direct with people. Does that make sense? My company and ours, did you walk into our company? We tell each other the truth. We hit each other in the mouth every second. Hey, do we respect each other? Yeah, can I tell you something? If you care about your team and they know that when you say something, they know that you're coming from your heart because you love them, they'll accept it. Am I right? But if you tell them and they think that you're a dick and they don't know that you love them and you care about them, they'll fucking leave. You feel me? Okay. How many of you in here, when your spouse tells you something, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse, if they don't tell you in the right tonality, it fucking pisses you off? Right? Like, hey, pick your fucking shoes up. If you're like, fuck her. Can't believe she's such a bitch. But she's like, hey babe, would you grab your shoes? You're like, yeah, I'll get my shoes, babe. It's like the delivery. Does that make sense? Right? Huh? Well, yeah, that's what I hear. And by the way, guys, do you want me to tell you how I know when you go to the next level? You want me to tell you how I know? My wife, she'll say, we need to make some money. Okay? And I used to hear my wife saying, hey babe, we need to make some money. And I was such a little pussy. But then, I started really training myself in my mind and my body. And I started becoming in tune with this like next level person I wanted to be. And then she would say, hey babe, you know, we need to make some money. But you know what I heard? Quit being a little fucking bitch and you better go make some money. I'm gonna slap your ass. I started hearing this like shit like everything was 911. Do this shit right now. It's time to attack. Hey, listen. And I use words like attack. Go to war. If anybody's following me, you know what I say. I say, we're going to fucking war. Right? Because, dude, out there, nobody wants you to win. It's like a war. Okay? Dude, I'm trying to tell you guys this. If you don't build the savage mentality, you're not going to make it. Dude, I swear to God on my life, if you don't take this next year or two to really recreate, reinvent yourself, everybody say every day.
Every day.
We're going to end on this note. Every fucking day, you change. Every day. You know what I want? Every time your team sees you, every time your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your kids or anybody sees you, I want them to say, fuck, again? You changed again? I just saw you yesterday, man. And you did it again? Why are you so fucking obsessed with continuing to change? Those of you that can do this, you know what I know? Some of you, success is 20 years down the road. You're such an idiot. You can have this shit right now. Everything that you guys want, you can have right now. Raise your hand in here if you took me up on this offer. Raise your hand. Look, everybody look around. I want you to see the people with their hands up. I want you to understand something. Now watch. Everybody raise your hand who didn't do it. It's okay. Raise your hand. See, there's some people that didn't fucking raise their hand. Either time. You know what I want? I want you to remember this. Some people, they don't think they're worth it. That's why they won't spend money on themselves. But the same people that didn't raise their hand, I'm not being disrespectful, you'll go to the mall, you'll spend $1,000 on some fucking clothes this next week. Such a jackass. You know what I mean? But I want you to know that your whole life, like you're an adult. Yeah, you're an adult. You want to kill it, right? Like your goal now as an adult is to go back. Literally, is like being like a kid. Okay, I have little kids. You know what they show me? They're always having fun. They're always learning. How many of you in here got kids? Raise your hand. Look at all the hands. How many of you tell your kids they have to learn? They have to get in shape. They have to take care of themselves. They have to do this. And ask your question, are you doing it? Like, Like, don't you think you're being a fucking fraud? Hey, how do you know you found the right circle of people to run with? People that will tell you the truth. And if anybody in this room can ever get lucky enough to find people that love you, also that will tell you the truth, and that fucking demand that you grow, you lean into those people as hard as you can. Okay? So I just want to tell every one of you guys, I know that we spent some time together training. We've covered a lot of sell shit. We covered the pillars to success, how to win. We also got together, and some things that we've seen out of each other is we've seen that not everybody's going to take action. If they say they will. No, they're not. That's good. As you guys look around the room, you can see the way that some people train. Half the people today, as we were training, fell asleep. I didn't call you out, because if it was my conference room, I would fucking call you out. But I'm not going to call you out here. Some of you only paid 99 bucks for a ticket. I've never gotten a training for $99, not even when I was 18. And that was 25 years ago. So if you think you spent $99 on a training, you're like, oh, check the box, did my training. You're fucking stupid. Today should be the wake-up call. You know what I would tell you? And I want you to think about this, and we'll end on this note. Am I pretty passionate? Am I pretty intense? Do I love my... Okay? I'm fucking everybody up in the coaching industry. I'm fucking them up bad. And I love them. But because they don't want it as bad as me, I'm just fucking smashing them. Could you imagine if I went into your space? Whatever you did. And I was like, I'm going to take these fuckers out. And I went and opened a business across the street from you. And I hired a team like the one that I have, the one that's not too good to say hi to anybody, the ones that loves clients, the one that loves their customers, the one that outcares everybody, the ones that fucking show up to work every day, the ones that take care of their family, the ones that are recreating every day. And I took that fucking team. You would all be fucked. Why am I saying this? This ain't about me. I'm trying to tell you, you are the thing of me. What if I, in my industry and yours, you said, you know what? In a 100-mile radius, I'm taking everybody's ass out. Everybody that does what I do in my industry, I'm not teaming up with them. I want fucking enemies. I'm taking their asses out. You think I want to fucking share? I had trouble sharing as a kid. And I didn't have shit. As I get older, do you guys want, if this is the pie, do you want a little fucking piece of the fucking pie? Or do you want the whole fucking thing? Well, act like you do then. If you really want it, don't fucking say you want it. Go get it. I'm going to finish on this last thing. An individual can be beat, but a team can't be beat. Those of you in here that think you're fucking hot shit, if you don't know how to build a team, you're fucked. You're going to get your fucking ass handed to you. So I wanted to just say that everything that I'm teaching you today and the information that I shared with you today, I share with you with love, and I share this with you so hopefully you'll become this at some version. However it is, and whatever you do. But I pray that you go so hard that people fucking question why you're going so fucking hard. They hate it. People fucking hate you now? Going that fucking hard? They don't hate you? You're not doing nothing. I want when you guys get out of here, I want you to make a plan, and I want if anybody else is counting on you, I want you to take them with you, and also every day I want you to recreate change. I want you to sell like your life depends on it, and I want you to fall in love with the game. Remember the art of selling? It's a fucking art, like running a football down a football field. It's a fucking art. There's some people that can run it 100 fucking yards and not get tackled. Okay? They can block everybody. That's what I want to see you guys do, but except for the art of leadership and sales. So, if anybody here hasn't bought this yet, I'm going to keep this up for a minute. Some of you guys reach down, you grab your fucking sacks, and you're like, you know what, man? Fuck it, I'm going to go test this guy. Good, it's about fucking time you decided to go in on you. And by the way, if you won't do it with me, don't spend money with anybody. Because nobody else gives a fuck about you guys, whether you make it or not. You guys understand that? Does everybody get that in here? Yes or no? Can we agree that nobody really gives a fuck whether you make it or not?
Yeah.
That's the truth. You know the reason why our company's growing? Because I do give a fuck. But don't get in it and watch the calls if you don't like the way I'm talking right now. Because it's nothing but non-stop fucking grilling your ass to be the best motherfucking human being that ever existed. Okay? And by the way, everything that we're doing, if you guys wake up, you guys can change thousands of people's lives along the way. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool if this was fucking bigger than you and this wasn't just about you fucking making money? I promise you. So, for anybody that has the courage before they leave today, say, you know what, fuck this, man. I'm gonna go test this motherfucker. Good. It's about fucking time. So if you're gonna test somebody, it's me, especially for $1,000 and stupid. But I wanted to tell Roberto, thank you. Roberto has been amazing. You know, it's crazy. We have people, he's amazing. You can't motivate him by money. You can't. You know what you gotta motivate them by? Becoming their fucking leader. Dude, listen to me. I always tell people this. I'll walk into a room like this and let's say you were the boss and these were your sales team. I'd say, all right guys, listen. So, me and the boss decided tonight we want to look up some of your mentors, some of the people that you guys look up to, okay? So here's a piece of paper, piece of paper, piece of paper. Everybody write down a piece of paper who you look up to. Then when you're done, fold it in half, hand it in. Tonight we want to go check it out, kind of see who you guys look up to, we want to check them out. I'll bet you money, when we opened up all those pieces of papers in the middle of the table, your name wouldn't be on it.
Mine would.
But watch. But hold on. But watch. Do it. Do it. And just see. By the way, you say, hey, we want to look up the names of your mentors. We want to see who you look up to. You know, because we're always looking to research and look up to new mentors too. Right? Don't make them choose you. Just tell me who you look up to and write them and see if every piece of paper has your name on it. If not, the question is why not? So I need you to understand this. If your team is on the phone all the time looking at social media and you're right in front of them, how the fuck are they looking there and you're right here?
You're checked out.
No, you're just not interested.
Yeah.
They don't want to be you.
Yeah.
Cold hard facts, they don't want to be you. You know why I stay fit? Who do you think's going to do all the selling and running the company? Younger generations. You know who they want? A fit fucking leader. It's just the truth. That's the reason why leaders, the number one thing that they acquire over everybody else is they have no self-interest. Leaders have no self-interest. They sacrifice their own shit for their team. I know that I have to stay in shape, or if I don't, my fucking team will find another person to will. I know they're looking for someone to inspire them. So who's going to bring the energy? Fucking me. Who's going to bring the intensity? Me. Anything that I can think of that they would want to look up to, it's got to come from me. Do they have families? Yep. Is my wife around all the time? You bet your ass she is. What am I doing? I'm showing them an example of how to treat their wives. That's why I post about my wife all the time. I'm going to show them the way to take care of their wives, the way to take care of their kids. Most people don't even know their girls, their wives, their boyfriends' names. Okay? But you say, I got your back 5. You don't even know their fucking names. You're competing with someone else that they're going home and going to bed with. You should know their names. You should know who they are. It's a new era. The climate has changed. Okay? So, that's why you need to be plugged into leadership training. You need to be around new people because people adopt different principles. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I'm telling you, like, don't get interested in this shit and get fucking swept. You know what I'm saying? Or like, get interested and like, do the ass beating. And I know this because I'm 44, you said you're 60. Like, if you're older, like, you think I'm gonna let some fucking kids come beat me?
Right.
No fucking way. I'm gonna torture the fucking asses. Okay? By the way, as you get older, you shouldn't get more comfortable. You should be getting crazy. Like, you should be the crazy motherfucker that your team is like, dude, this guy's 60 and he fucking thinks he's 18. He's fucking crazy. And they're like, but I love it. Hey, good. Don't be the old guy that gets comfortable because you're going to lose your team's respect. Respect is earned. Not given. Just because you got it last year doesn't mean you're going to get it this year. You got to give your people everything. You know how your wife, not, the wedding days, and not just staying an entire lifetime of being married. You gotta make her fall in love with you every day. You know what you gotta do as a leader? Again, I'll say this one last thing in the move. But you gotta recommit your team why you're the one that should be allowed to lead them. Because it's a privilege to be a leader. You have to do what's called recommitting. You have to recommit them on a daily basis. And if you don't recommit them, someone else in this room happy to recommit to them. And so on my team, I tell them, I say, hey, dude, if somebody can recruit somebody from my team, I'll give you $10 million cash. Also, you know what? I'm gonna say one more thing. It isn't all about money. That's another reason why you gotta be a badass fucking leader. Because the climate has changed. They don't give a fuck about money. When we were younger and we were fucking 20, they told us, you wanna make 6 figures, you wanna fucking make $1 million. We're like, oh! We were like trying to tear somebody's face off and shit. Yeah? These kids, they don't wanna make that kind of money. They say they do, but clearly they're motivated by other things. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we've got to stay in tune as leaders, like what are the big things? So I plug in like my preacher, pastor, like anybody that has a sermon. Sermons teach me a lot. Okay? Like really a lot. Other great leaders teach me a lot. Other great influencers. I just learned from everybody. There's a last saying, it says the world's your library. If you know what you're looking for, it'll give you what you're looking for. So what are you looking for? Well, on a daily basis, I hunt down the best leadership tactics in the country. And that means from history, fucking 1700s, or maybe even in the Bible, to shit happening today. Like, it all matters. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just be willing to be really open-minded to grow. So, but I appreciate you. Somebody had to go first, and I love what you said. But don't get comfortable, ever. You know, what do you got?
So there's 2 things I got from this. And I guess Roberto once told me that if you go to an event, at least if you get one thing out of it, you'll get the drama.
Yeah.
So I got to see the first one is outgrow your mentors. Right? And I felt that, and I feel like right now I got Roberto as a mentor. I want to follow him the whole time because I want to do what he does. I want to build my own company. I want to have my own Excel. And learning from the guy that did it.
Yeah.
So that kind of got to me. The second thing that got to me was like, you think you're a professional, but is everybody in your team a professional? You're a top seller, can you make everybody in your team a top seller? So that kind of got to me. So the first thing I'm going to do home is I'm going to actually write the 10 objections, the 5 ways to get over it, and then I'm going to share it with the whole team next thing. I can't wait to go home and do it.
And put them on the spot.
Yeah.
And put them on the spot. And by the way, encourage your team to have a circle of safety. Okay? Remember this. Remember the circle of safety. That means this. We can press each other. Nobody's judging each other. In this room, we all respect each other, even if you just stand there and stare at me in the face when you get red, and that's the first thing you do, I'm cool with it. The next time, you'll stare at me in the face, and then you'll stutter. Then the next time, you'll stare at me in the face, and you won't stutter. And then the next time, you'll kind of get it right, and then 100 times from now, you're going to deliver it nice and smooth, and your words are going to flow like water, and you're going to be a motherfucking closer. Okay? So this is a circle of safety, right? Because remember this, I'm an introvert. Like, I'm fucking massively introverted. But I learned to be an extrovert through training. Because competence creates confidence. So we gotta get good with something. I would start out with 5 objections in 1 way. Okay, 1 way. And then once they memorize the first 5, then I would go, let's do 2. Let's go round 2. So it's like, I need to think about it. It's gonna be like, well, of course you need to think about it. And then they're gonna go through it, and it's gonna be like, yeah, but I still need to, think about it. You're gonna be like, guys, listen, you've had something to think about for the last 5 years of what you're currently doing. I'm actually truly now giving you something to think about that's actually better for you and your family, right? Like, you know what would have been disappointing if I wouldn't show up today at all with anything else to think about, and you have me stuck in the same situation you're in now, right? Like, it's a blessing to have something to think about. As a matter of fact, you've already been thinking about what you're currently doing. Now you actually have something to take action on that can get you out of that thing. It's like you just want to keep finding new levels to get your guys going round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. But 1 objection, 1 way, and by the way, what's written will be retained. I would have everybody write down that objection 10 times. Remember what your teacher would say, what I hit? Fucking Ian, right? Like, well, yeah, get a spiral notebook, and if I say, hey, like on your deal, I said, hey, anything that should be done today should be put off tomorrow. Would you agree? Cool, then let's wrap this up now. And I write down hand and chest. That would be what I would have everybody write down. and they'd write it down, and people say, oh, I can't memorize that, or I'm not you. You don't have to be me. And by the way, listen to me, first you memorize it, and then you internalize it, and then you can change it. So step one is going to be, you're going to fucking repeat what I said. And then, once I know that you know it, I'm happy to let you change it however you would like. So they say it. And by the way, people say, well, I'm not good at learning. Because they're going to tell you, I'm not good at learning. You are good at learning. You've underestimated the amount of effort that it takes to be good at learning. So you're going to write it down 7 to 10 times. And about the 7th time to 10th time that you're writing it down, something magical happens. Your brain jumps ahead and says, I fucking know this shit. And then you do know it. And then you go, hey, and then once they get the word track, then you got to make them practice saying it in the mirror, right? And then people say, what? That's gay. You know what's gay? Not having a big fucking paycheck.
Right.
Okay? So like practice saying it in the mirror. And then once you say it in the mirror, then we can go to live role play. Okay? So write it down, memorize, mirror. We're going to give you a day to say it in the mirror. And then when we're going to go around the room and go clack, 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 and everybody's going to say it. And by the way, anybody that says role play is stupid doesn't want to be great. Dude, repetition's the mother of skill. The greatest thing that a salesperson can do is say something 1,000,000 times until literally they never have to think about saying it again. I call it machine learning. I'm like, dude, do you want to be a human or do you want to be a machine? Like a fucking machine. Like when I hit you with something, bam! Like you don't even think, you know, because you studied it. That's your goal. It's called a master of the craft. Kobe Bryant, master of basketball. You're going to master fucking speaking and master sales. That's it. Most people go through life, they're a master of that. They're fucking average at 10 things. They're not a master at one. If you can master sales, you're rich. So we're going to master these word tracks. You know what I mean? By the way, again, we're recommitting them to why training is so important. You know what I'm saying? And I always call it amateur hour. I say it's amateur hour. So like, you want to be a fucking amateur? You know why people hate salespeople? Because they're all amateurs. They don't hate salespeople because they sell. They actually counted on you to make it easy for them to buy so you could be good at selling, but then you showed up and you fucking sucked out. So they actually felt the pressure and the pain of having to buy something because you weren't good at it, and that's why they hate you, because they wish you were good. Right? Does that make sense? Yeah, so that's why I say, like, dude, if you're good, people will love you because you take the sting out of spending money. You know what I mean? We've all ran into a good salesman. We're like, fuck, this is awesome. You know what I mean? They just make it easy. You know what I mean? There you go. What do you got?
I got like other like except to say the same position. You know, they present us to say we can make $100 grand. We think $100 grand is a good opportunity, but we don't really know what we're capable of until you start surrounding yourself with people that you know getting 300, 500.
That's right.
And you kind of unleash the beast of you didn't know that you had inside.
Well, they're all numbers that you made up in your head anyways. Does that make sense? And that's why whenever people tell you what's possible, remember this. Be careful who you're fucking listening to. You know, is it some, I mean like, dude, that's why I say top 1%. Like, I'm only interested in whatever industry I'm in. I want to say, if I was the best in the world, the top 1%, what would it pay? Once they give that number, that's the standard. Not even the top 20%. I want to know the top 1%. And by the way, if you hit fucking low, you're still rich. But don't hit industry average. Like I hear a lot of people say, well, industry standard is fuck the industry standard. Industry standard is average. People are saying, average people do this. And you're like, well, we're trying to be industry standard. You're such an idiot. And by the way, that means that you're sharing the pie with everybody. Dude, if you're, it's not worth it to run a business or be a leader to share. Okay? Like you should fight for your team to give everything to them. You know what I mean? And it's such a turn on for a team to see a fucking leader fight for them. Your team needs to see you fight for them. Because I see a lot of leaders who don't fight for the team. I see a lot of husbands who don't fight for the wife. I see a lot of fucking dads who don't fight for the kids' brains. I see a lot of that shit. Which means a lot of motherfuckers are conforming and they're settling. And that should make you sick. You know what I mean? What do you got?
The thing that stood out for me was when you said it's fall in love with learning. I think most of us don't. And I think when you do fall in love with learning, that's how you're gonna create that belief in yourself because you're gonna see the results, right?
Sure.
So that's what I think studies me the most.
Yeah, think about this, dude. If every time, do you remember when you first started selling? Does anybody remember this? Remember when you first started selling and somebody would teach you a close? And you were like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, excited.
Dude, you were so fucking excited. Remember that? What fucking happened to that? You know what happened? You slowed down. And that's what I want to tell you, that you have to realize that everybody in this world has a different way of working, presenting, selling, closing. And like whatever you know, like I want to know. What she knows, I want to know. You know, like I never underestimate like the power of listening. Because I've learned that a lot of my sales guys, they're running sales all day long. They say things that's fucking brilliant. They sometimes don't tie it all in right. But I know how to tie shit in. So if I just listen, I can hear what they say, and I'm like, fuck, that's good. And I just still, I skill stack that, and add that to my skill. So I was just gonna say, fall in love with learning like you did day one. You know, when we're all taught how to close in the beginning. Dude, when you first started, you wanted to make money so bad that you went around listening to everybody, everything that everybody said, and you spent all your time trying to learn how to close because you wanted to be a closer so bad. And then you started making money, and then you stopped training. So what would happen if you went back to the same way? So my wife says something, and we'll say, well this is good. If you treat something like it's the beginning, it will never be the end. If you treat something like it's day one, like you'll never become ungrateful. So the same way you learned on the first day of work, how many leaders right now, if they got fired today, imagine, like, you're fired. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, you're fired, you're not working no more. What would you have to do? You'd have to go plan an interview. And in that interview, you would have to go, hey man, I want to tell you what I'm fucking good at, right? This is what I'm good at. The question is, I know that you can plan for another fucking interview and be a savage, right? But all that shit that you're about to tell him you can do, are you fucking doing it now? Are you really doing that shit now? You'd show up and say, man, you don't understand, nobody leads like me. Once my fucking, dude, I show my team love every day. I build them up. I have a fucking morning sales meeting. You know, it's like, really good at interviewing. But you don't do that shit. Isn't it crazy you have to get fired to actually go back to playing your A+ game? If you just took the current position in life and job that you have now, and you went back and acted like you were interviewing for a new job with the current company you have, numbers would go fucking growth. Am I right?
So same with marriage and everything.
Same thing in marriage and everything. So if we treat something like it's the beginning, it will never be an end. So that's why we keep learning, because we got to keep shit fresh.
Yeah, no, good stuff. You know, we used to talk about our industry all the time. You're either competing, or you're complacent, or you're complaining. And I've probably been complacent for the last couple of years, you know, and just on the sidelines a little bit, dabbling rather than getting after it, you know, becoming a dog again, you know. And so I got to get back to that. So I think it's good to plug back in with you. And I think COVID kind of threw things off. We used to go to Sunrise all the time. Just kind of shit got weird for a minute, but you know, if you're not plugged in, how can you give in to your people if you're not hitting on all cylinders? So for sure.
Yeah, and really, I'm going to tell you, when you start self-developing, like really hard, like matter of fact, when you start self-developing at a level you've never done it at before, more fucking intense than you've ever done, even when you were younger, you're not going to compete. You're going to fucking dissolve your competition. Like, you won't be number one and they're number two. You will be on your own fucking island. And they can be number one in another category. Because you're the fucking shit. Like, that was our goal. Like, when we started our training company, our goal was to annihilate Grant Cardone out of the automotive space. That was day one. And we did. We fucking fucked him up. That was our goal. We intentionally go, we want to kick him out. And then our goal is, we said, anybody in any other space, we want to kill him. We want to crush him. We want to annihilate him. Not by talking anything bad about him, but by doing shit so fucking high, raising the standard so high, and the bar so high, and by self-developing every second fucking day, and by building a team. I said an individual can be beat, but a team can't be beat, which means all of you on your own are fucking nothing. You're nothing. You're really nothing. So the next time you walk in and be like, oh, look, I'm the badass. No, you're not. Your fucking team's the badass. You're not doing all the selling. You're not going to go and do all this work. They're going to fucking do it. So I dare you to make them. They say, I met my manager. I can tell he's important. But I met the leader and I could tell I was important. It's like, that's your fucking job. Your job is to make that's how you know the leader's in the fucking room. The leader puts, number one, puts their foot on the ground first and says, hey, I'm gonna make sure it's safe for everybody. Circle of safety. I got you guys. And they're also the last one off. Now, I'm gonna say this, if you're an owner, if you're the owner, you must have a number two that is the operator. That operator has to be inside. Because so many owners decide to step out and there's not an operator in there, you're fucked. Your whole company's gonna leave. You're gonna look up and if somebody isn't setting the fucking standard, by the way, who's a fucking badass? A badass. And by the way, they talk to the team the way that you would want to talk to them. They love their family like you would want them to. They stand for the same core fucking values 100% across the board in every area. If they're 90% you, okay, and they're 10% them, does your team follow you or them? They follow you, they're gonna fuck it up. You find somebody that you can train that literally says, I know my role for you, I will be you in this company. That means everything you believe, I will do the same thing right here. Does that make sense? Dude, I'm trying to tell you guys, don't fucking settle. And some of you guys, you're fucking letting people run your fucking companies who are fucking cocksuckers. Okay? And you're fucking shitbags. And they don't give a fuck. And they're treating your people fucking bad. And by the way, they think they're the fucking boss. No. The team is the boss. The tail wags the dog. Does that make sense? You think the head wags the tail? Really, the tail wags the dog. Your whole team is the body. Does that make sense? Yep. So really, even though you're in charge, what you're really in charge of is the standard. You're in charge of the culture. You're in charge of the core values. You're in charge of the belief. You're in charge of the work ethic. But they're really in charge. Because you're way outnumbered by all of them. So you must do a really good job of being a great example so it can spread like wildfire through the team. And then they're the ones that are really operating. And remember, the secret power that we have in our life is momentum. Momentum out of a company is fucking death. You must build momentum every single day. Which is why the leader has to keep getting better, because the leader has to keep pouring fucking momentum and gasoline on the fire. It's like, it just, people wonder why their businesses aren't producing big money. It's common sense. Whatever you put into something is whatever you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
There's a lot of stuff. I mean, I believe myself as a servant leader, and I think sometimes we have to, again, plug into the things that some of us have probably forgot more than some people ever learned. And I mean, I see myself played down to a level where, you know, I used to talk down to. And to get back into the, you know, the dog mentality we talked about, the alpha dog, which if I'm the biggest person in the room the whole time, I got to figure out how to get into that other level and that next, you know, circle of people so I can feed more energy back into the team that I'm. If I'm always the biggest person in the room, I'm doing myself injustice and my team an injustice. So, you know, I think by coming to this meeting and really rejuvenating my life, I mean, you think about it, I'm 50, I got half my life gone. I don't know, I think I can live to 100, but my second half of life is going to be killer, you know? And if I'm going to work till whenever I'm going to work, I want to go 110% at no matter what I'm going to do. And it's just sometimes just really re-motivating and re-energizing or doing something like that. The sky's the limit. I think my numbers have been lower than what, you know, they should be because my thought process has been lower. And I think now just, you know, I always shoot for the sky, hit the moon, you know, talk big numbers because you believe in the shit that you say. So
Well, plus, listen, I'm gonna say this, but like talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Everybody's just running their fucking mouth nowadays.
Yeah.
Look, dude, when you change and it's visual, that I can see you change, I'll change. Because I can see it. So many people are talking to the team every day about what's the possibility, what can we do, big numbers. You haven't fucking changed. Don't tell me that we can do big shit when you're not getting fucking crazier, you're not getting more obsessed, you're not changing. It makes me feel like you're lying to me.
Well, and to bring to that point, like I still lead the way. Like my numbers are still.
You're on the ground.
So I'm on the ground. So I think when I say bigger numbers, we got the baddest recruit. Like I should be talking 500 reps, not 50 reps. I should be talking baddest
fucking Girl Scouts.
See, well, I know, man. I'm thinking like baddest fucking company in the U.S. Like the biggest shit. Like I think we could grow the biggest thing in the nation. So we got to get back to big numbers.
Yeah, I love it. What do you think?
Again, lots of really, really, really good stuff. The main thing I took from it, it's going to be a little selfish, is to put back into yourself.
No, that's not selfish. That's the smartest thing you ever said.
That's kind of like, I look at it selfish because I'm a single mom, I have 3 kids, and then I'm kind of the mom, all the kids in the office, so I'm always pouring, and I'm always drained.
Yeah.
And I don't take a lot of time to myself. Like the things that I used to do, like it's been 2 months since I've walked into a gym,
Dude,
things like that.
I'm gonna
So
tell
that's
you,
great.
when my wife started exercising and working out, number one, I started noticing her again. Okay? It's pretty fucking crazy. But like my kids, when she started working out, taking care of herself, my kids started admiring her again. Started looking up to her. You know, when you start doing things for yourself again, you create this love that you have for yourself, which allows you to actually give more to everyone else. See, but society tells us we need to fucking give everybody all we got, and that's how we're going to get it. That's a lie. You need to give to yourself. That's how you fucking burn out. See, the second you don't like you, we all get dog shit.
I love me and I just want to take care of this.
But my point is that I dare you to keep gaining weight. I dare you to get to where you don't recognize yourself anymore, to where you feel like you're living in a fucking alien's body. And one day, you're going to flip the fucking switch, or you're going to hit the fan, you're going to say, fuck this. And at that point, you're going to have to dig yourself out of that fucking hole. Okay? There was a big guy in there. Ruben. Listen, what he's going to have to go through to dig himself out of that hole.
He was a ball player, so he knows.
Yeah, but what he's going to have to go through. Like some of you are 20 pounds overweight. Okay, wake the fuck up. Because like if you get 40 pounds overweight, you don't understand, like you're fucking yourself even harder. And then all that loose skin, fucking deal with that. Like you're self-sabotaging you. So crazy. So there's a saying that says you'll never out-earn your own self-worth. You'll never out-earn your own self-image. One of the things I think is extremely important as leaders is to always be proud of who we are. And I think that when we get to a point where we're looking in the mirror going, this isn't me. Like, you need to fucking wake up really fast. Because if you think it's a bitch to dig yourself out of this hole, go 4 months more. Wait till you see that fucking hole. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I decided to choose health over money. And that's why money is easy. It's the best decision any of you could make. Choose health over money, and that means food and exercise. And I promise you, you will inspire so many other people that when they see you, not only are you fired up, but they're like, fuck, man, like, you're getting in good shape too. And then all of a sudden, they want to be around you. They want to listen to you more. You're more attractive. It's like you're turning fucking money on now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of turning it off. You know? But I like that. My wife, when she put herself first, and she's a badass. She's 42. And the team respects her more. Just everybody. It's a total game changer. She went from being a businesswoman to a house mom, back into business, and then one day she said, fuck this. Like, I'm going to take care of myself. And by the way, she felt selfish. Really, what she did is the whole house started respecting her to another level. And, you know, I'm a man, so I'm coming home, I'm like, babe, slapping her on the ass. What are we doing? You know? It's like, now I'm ready to hunt that shit again. Like, I'm reminding myself of like, damn, this is great, right? Like once you stop taking care of yourself, like everything starts to go down. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, if you lose your health, like you're losing a lot more than you can even count. You know what I'm saying? So that's good, dude. Hey, that one decision will make you rich, and it will give you a lifestyle and a life you never imagined. Because I see a lot of people, and they get fucking depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like they get depressed. And how they get depressed, in my opinion, is they look in the mirror and they can't recognize themselves. They're like, this isn't fucking me. Okay, if you were in elite shape over here, right? But your bank account was down, okay? Over here, your bank account was up, but you were in shitty fucking shape. What life would you ever have? Less money and better shape. At least I'm fucking happy. Like at the end of the day, you know why we're really doing all this? Like, you know why all this is happening? It's not for money.
Happiness.
It's to be fucking happy.
Yeah.
And you know what I've learned? When you're taking care of yourself, you value yourself way more. And to me, that could be the strongest fucking edge that any leader has, is to never forget their value. Because you're gonna have hard days, you're gonna lose great clients, you're gonna lose a lot of money, you're gonna have cancellations like a motherfucker, you're gonna have your best sales rep quit on you. Okay? You need to believe in yourself that I'm good. We're good. We are good to go. And how do you do that? You do that by physical, mental, and business. If you're physically fit, you're mentally strong, your business will fucking explode. But if you take the physically fit part out, you can't be mentally strong. There's no way. Because instead of breaking records, you'll be fucking breaking more. You know what I mean? So that's good. What you said actually will change more than what anybody said. I believe that. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
I'm going around just saying, fucking dismantle man by man. You know? And I love a lot of the guys there, but just people forget. They forget how it was built. You know what I'm saying? And it's heartbreaking, but it happens all the time. We see history repeat itself all the time. Guys, there has to be a winner, there has to be a loser. Okay, nobody gets to keep the belt, am I right? Like nobody gets to keep the belt. Conor McGregor was a fucking badass, and he got his fucking ass whipped. And he beat again, and he got his ass whipped. You know, it's like Mike Tyson was the king, and then he fucking started biting people and shit. It's like people fucking lose their mind. So there's always a new king coming out. Am I right?
Yeah.
So my question is, if you're the king today, understand there's another king coming for you.
Yeah.
Okay, and that king might be better looking, might have a better team, might be funnier, might have a better personality, and your people may like him or her better. So like your goal all the days of your life is to try to keep your edge. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I was just saying, whatever you feed, negative or positive, grows.
Yeah.
Okay?
Some of the bigger things that really stood out to me is I aspire to be a speaker, especially my book that's going to be coming out. So it's really cool to see you, just like what that next level of performance looks like as a speaker. So learn a lot from that. Really got the reminder of selling with your heart, not just selling self, but actually selling from your heart. And then kind of opened my eyes a little bit more to like a whole nother level of word tracks in guiding people through presentation. And then the final thing that really stuck out to me was one of, I would say a weak point is the branding and how it's presented to the market. So if you could touch a little bit more on that. Like,
well, it's simple.
This is the last question because you have 5.
Okay, hey, it's simple. You're the brand.
Right.
Okay? So watch this. People are always like, oh, I gotta get on social media, I gotta say something. No, dude. It has nothing with what you say. It matters with who you are. Does that make sense? So I'm trying to tell you, if you guys want to ever build a brand and you want to build kick-ass content, number one, I have a camera going right here, right? No, but my point is, I'm not like, hey, Sean, you ready to shoot some fucking content? Let's shoot some content. It's like people, I've saw people on vacation, when we're on vacation, they're like, hey babe, let's go make some content. It's like, dude, when they do record your shit, they sound fucking stupid. All right, get behind the monkeys. Right. Hey, so here we are, we're out here in the fucking jungle. We're doing this, dude. Like, people don't want to see that. They're fucking sick of seeing that. You know what they want to see? They want to see you really living life. They want to see you really fucking helping people. They want to see you in the trenches fucking grinding with your team. They want to see you with your family and your kids. They want to see you in the gym. They want to see what you fucking stand for. They want to see what you're fucking about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, the reason why brands aren't blowing up is because they're all fake. They're all like, oh, watch Andy Frisella say this on his fucking podcast. He's fucking fire, man. I'm going to go say that same shit. Okay, let me see how he said it. All right, I'm going to say it just like that. Hey, man, you know, if you're fucking want to be a winner, dude, you're not Andy Frisella. Andy Frisella didn't hear anyone else say it. That motherfucker's on fire. He's ready to punch somebody in the face. He fucking has been working his ass off. He's fired. He's got a fucking company. He's got a real brick and mortar building. He's got a massive fucking team. He gives a fuck. He lived out of his fucking car while he's building his building. You're not living out of your fucking car. Nobody knew. This is what we'll finish on this. My wife, me and her, when we decided to start a business, we went and sold our fucking house, right? She supported me. We sold our house. We fucking $1 million house in Oklahoma, which is a lot in Oklahoma. We fucking, which is that home she built, she loved. It was her dream house, the one we raised our kids in. We sold it. We went and slept on mattresses in a fucking 1,200 square foot house with $1,000 a month rent. We sold all our fucking furniture. There were plastic fucking tables set up with laptops and computers. It's like an FBI fucking stakeout. Dude, there was mattresses. The twins came into work for us, right? Like when they first joined our company, and they walked in and they go, what the fuck is this? They're like, this is stupid. You know what? We had given up everything. You know who knew that we were sleeping on mattresses? Nobody. Yeah. We didn't fucking tell anybody. But yet, all the fucking cowards, you know what they want to do? Hey guys, it's Andy, and we're going to tell you we sold all our furniture, we sold our house, we're getting ready for the squeeze. So we're sleeping on mattresses, come into our room, we want you to see what we're sleeping. Nah, dude, that's why nobody respects your fucking ass. You didn't go through the grind, you were not fucking real, you didn't really sacrifice shit. Everything you do is for a piece of fucking content, you really don't do shit. So, I have a camera. We're not going to shoot content. There's not content hour. There was our life and the way we live. And I pay a guy and an editing team to fucking roll with us, and we're going to live the most savage fucking life that exists. And everything that you do all day long, if you want to really build a brand, okay? Invest in your brand like it's a business. Hire a camera guy. Hire a fucking editor, right? I have 3 or 4 editors. I have one camera guy that flies everywhere. You know what it's like to fly him everywhere he goes? Plane flights, hotels, camera equipment, feeding his ass, fucking expensive as fuck. It's like, dude, like, no, like, but if you want to really build a brand, well, guess what? It's 50, 60 grand a month. Yeah. Easily. Or don't. Bitch about the money, don't build one, or go spend all the fucking dough and build a badass brand. But we don't ever do content out. There's no like, from 6 to 7, we're shooting content. Dude, I tried that in the beginning, and I felt like I was a fraud. You guys feel me? Yeah. So anyways, did that help you though? Yeah. Well, dude, it should help you a lot. No. You need to do what you're doing, and if you're really going to do big shit, camera on, somebody follow you, don't record content, just do what you do. The world wants to see who you really are. And if you're really doing big shit, and all the stuff that you're doing is fucking cool, all that shit needs to be out there. That will build your brand. And then people will actually know what you're about, because all that you're showing them is what you're really doing. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yep. It's expensive, it's a lot of money, but when I tell you it's totally worth it, guys, we're in 2023.